Hi everyone, Rainy here before the episode starts, just to let you know that this audio is going to start about a half an hour into the stream because when we went live we were waiting for Amber to hop on, so a lot of the beginning stuff, if you watch our YouTube video or caught us on stream, you know that we bantered for about a half an hour about things like Baldur's Gate 3 and whatnot, so if you want to hear that banter, go check out the YouTube video, but I'm going to start the episode a little closer to when we get started with the actual RuneQuest stuff, and here it comes, so I hope you enjoy.
Who wants to catch us up with what we did last time we played?
Kymreese got initiated.
It was Shaman Bowl.
Yeah.
Hype.
I was gonna say I've literally already forgotten. So
If you haven't watched the Shaman initiation, go do it because we all played spirits and tested Troy weeks after heart surgery.
Yeah, Kymreese went through a lot of bullshit, including some fun spirits, some asshole spirits, and then went into the cave and encountered some really fucking scary ones, and then gambled with the devil.
Hence the devil.
Hit Troy's ass at gambling.
Yep. Kicked his ass hard.
But Kymreese has passed his various trials and has arisen, having walked through the threshold into shamanhood. Things will only get weirder from here.
Very weird. So that is what happened last time.
He met Hulk Hogan.
Yes, he did. He met Shaman Hulk Hogan, my favorite character.
And his giant bird.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, brother. Just riding that bird through the sky.
And Kymreese hasn't come home yet, right? He's still.
Yeah, he has, because we're gonna change. So we've been like jumping back and forth over the last
It was like meanwhile.
Yeah, we've been jumping back and forth over the same like couple of weeks, really.
Okay.
For the last 3 sessions. So now we're gonna stop that. Kymreese has returned. He's different and he's been a little quiet. And at the end of Bryn's initiation actually is truly the beginning of winter.
Oof. Harold's in the first snow is coming down when Bryn strolls back into the village with her new red hair. which
was literally, it was the first storm, because that day that initiation happened it's a holy day for Valand, who is the god of like glaciers and cold wind, and was a relative of Orlance, but kind of like a relative that didn't get along. They're called the Verdrudi. They're like the bad winds, and they blow cold wind down from the north to like affect people. And he's one of the last surviving ones. So that day was his holy day, where he sends a cold wind and a storm to herald the beginning of dark season. And Vinga fights him historically and mythically. And that's why she's called the defending storm. So that's why you were initiated that day. You went and you defended the stead from everyone. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And now you have red hair.
Yeah. I like it. Now.
Christian.
Now that she knows it wasn't orangey red, she was like,
Hulk is also
like a blood red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hulk is canon to Sharky's game now, by the way.
Hell yes. So Hulk Varja is a book. So there's someone who's a big fan of our stream is Austin Conrad, who's a guy who runs something called the Kalis Press. I hope it's saying it right. Who writes a lot of stuff for the Jonestown Compendium for RuneQuest. And one of his things for a while he did was Monster of the Week or the Month. I think it was the month. And he did this like series of like NPCs that were like really helpful for me as a new like RuneQuest GM. So if you're new and learning RuneQuest, I say check them out, because you can see what characters can become and how to make like a more powerful character. But one of them was Varja, who's this like super tripped out shaman from like the horse people, the Grayslanders. And I saw him and I was like Hulk Hogan. And so that's who he became. Sky Hogan, brother.
Sky Hogan.
Yeah. And the funny thing was, I wasn't going to bring that up. But my notes literally said, calls everyone brother like Hulk Hogan. And I really was surprised that everybody picked it up, but pleasantly surprised.
Come on, Christian.
There are a lot of people who call everybody brother.
He said it like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I know. Well, anyway. So, winter descends on the Vale. The sun is weak and pale, and icy winds are just howling down from the north, and the days get shorter and shorter, and there are more days of wind and snow and hail, and a lot more days inside for everyone, which for some people might come as a blessing, for others might come as a curse if you were used to being outside. I will say that within the first few weeks of Dark Season, after you've returned Deskara, one of the last traders, once winter comes, obviously, like, travel pretty much shuts down. The roads are closed, and, you don't hear from people for, 2 seasons, and then you're back after storm season. Once water season or sea season comes around, people start traveling again when the passes are open, and it melts. Lowlands is a little earlier than the Highlands where you guys are. But one of the last traders that gets to the Vale does manage to get word to you that your mom has reached Whitewall and successfully gotten inside to be with Broyan, because the Lunars are about. Yeah. But you know that she's there now. So you do get that message. So you
Can't
know that
stop,
she's
won't stop.
okay. Yeah.
Mother of bears.
Okay. Yes. Is there anything that anyone wants to do, or any conversation anyone wants to have?
I want to ask Syl some things about the Tomori.
So we'll say that's fine. We'll say this is still early winterish, early dark season, I should call it. So you have a crappy one of those days where it's not really snow. It's like that mixture of like sleet, snow, where it doesn't stick to the ground, but it's just wet and gross outside and cold. And I mean, honestly, you're not going to be out hunting or anything in this. So you're kind of huddled up with a fire in your hut.
My hut. I'm a property owner.
Yes. Role-playing games allowing you to enjoy dreams you never will in real life.
My property ownership. Healthcare, Arisa.
Having friends,
Like,
having money, traveling the world,
speaking
making a
multiple
difference in the world.
languages.
Right. Making a difference in the world.
I love that meme so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty crappy day. Rue's probably got a window or two open anyway, because both him and Syl don't really like being cooped up for extended periods of time. But he's just going to be hanging out I'm going to say
you also find the cold doesn't bother you as much.
Yeah.
For reasons. So,
for reasons. He'll just be hanging out kind of by the window, and he's just making some little kind of jewelry accessory things out of some bits of leather and bone and things right now.
Also, yeah, you could be doing that, or you could be like making arrows.
Yeah, Fletcher, he's preoccupied making gifts.
Yeah. I thought you said making gifts.
He's like making maybe gifts for, like, if he ever needs to give a gift for completely coincidentally for some big
like
future.
If there was somebody that you needed to make a gift to for some reason. Yeah, I got it.
Just making. Really, he's just making knickknacks.
Nobody's going to get any of these things, right?
And he's going to kind of just look up at Syl at one point and be like, So, Syl.
Syl has been doing the lazy dog laying by the fire thing, and kind of picks her head up and looks at you. Yes?
I've kind of been thinking, I still don't really know too much about the Telmori. You're our sort of people.
What would you like to know, brother?
He's gonna lean into this soft. Just like, what was it like growing up there? Dave, you've been in the village for a while. Was it very different?
We didn't really have a village like you do. We don't live in one place off the land. We travel with the hunting and don't need to develop things. We don't have the metal that you have, unless the warrior is captured in battle. Mostly we use stone, and don't carry much because we might lose it.
Winter's coming. Are they going to be moving out of the Vale?
They have a winter cave that they live in.
Is it still nearby? Will we still see them?
It's closer than you think.
It's a distant winterland. 5 hours.
Not even. It's like 45 minutes.
They're all Rhode Islanders. They're like, God, fuck, we gotta migrate.
God. Just like walk 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It's so true too. As a Rhode Islander. No, it's closer than you think. We're not. People don't see us unless we want them to see us.
That makes sense. What are their families like? Do they have kind of separate units, or is it more like one big family, or?
We believe it takes a pack to raise the pups. So the pups are mostly everyone chips in, but most packs are led by, well, a mother and a father, and are related.
Like a big family?
Yes. It seems similar to the way that you all are related here.
I can see that.
Not as many of us, though.
Where are your nearest neighbors? There are other packs in the area?
The closest, well, the ones in Boldholm would be the closest other pack. There are packs outside of the Telmori wilds. There are packs, small packs, in almost all the lands of Sartar.
And so I've been leaving Bryn things that I kill after Wild Day. Is that normal? I guess I don't know what Telmori courtship or marriage or love is like.
Oh, well, we don't. Yes, it's common to leave gifts, particularly food, for each
Looking
other.
at my knickknack. That's just a knickknack.
Lamb is something that is a treasured gift.
I'm going to glare at her a little bit because I know that she has developed a sense of humor, and that's what that is.
Her teeth kind of like twitch a little bit like that.
You're hilarious.
But, she gives like the little dog.
Some more.
Yeah.
She's giving me shit.
No, but gift giving is, well, not much different than anyone else, really. Gift giving is a love language.
Right. It looks a little awkward right now. Can someone who's not Telmori become Telmori? There are stories here about rituals and things.
They can be accepted into the pack, yes, but it's there are rituals, but I've never heard of it even happening ever since people have come to Sartar.
Wow.
The legends say that it's not uncommon for people not to survive those rituals.
Oh.
You have to understand that we believe that to be Telmori is to have a wolf soul. So you and I have the same soul, only that you have 2 legs and I have 4. But we are wolves. Someone who isn't Telmori has to have a wolf soul to be part of the pack. So the ritual has to change their soul.
Do you know anyone who's ever seen or says they've seen the ritual?
No. I've only know legends from the time before Dora's Storm.
Wow. Do you ever... There's kind of not a lot of us. Do you
Not
ever
here,
wonder
no.
if we're gonna disappear?
I think that we are cursed, but also blessed. And if we stay out of people's way as much as possible, and do not bring many, many people down upon us, it would take very strong magic to destroy us. And only the dwarves would really have the weapons they need.
We are tough. He's going to kind of look out the window for a few moments. Are you happy here?
I'm happy I found my brother, yes. It's different, though.
Even I kind of feel cooped up here sometimes, and I've been here my whole life.
Even when I was part of the pack, I never really fit in. But the, Takes Teeth's pack, they're very traditional.
Did they think something was wrong with you?
No, I just wasn't as fast or as strong as the others.
You ripped off a guy's leg. Like the whole leg.
He wasn't that fast.
I think he was using magic.
She's just like, hey. You get like a dog shrug, a wolf shrug.
I think maybe you were holding yourself back.
Perhaps. We also believe that we're bound almost from birth for our wolf brother and wolf sister. I never had mine, so that made me an outcast in a way.
I know what that's like.
I know you do.
I'm really glad you came back here with me.
I'm glad I did too. Home is wherever we are, even if it's different.
Kind of got our own little pack now.
Yeah, I like your pack.
I like them a lot too.
And your clan. Although sometimes they're a little strange. Peladon smells bad.
Really? Like what?
He does sometimes smell like booze.
Oh, okay. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, like a still. Little bit.
Ordangar is okay, I guess. Your mother's very nice.
She is.
I can... I'm sorry.
No, what?
Oh, I was just going to say I can see what Leftpaw saw in her. But I don't want to bring up any painful memories.
No, it's okay. I've never even met him.
You're lucky. I never have either, but I've heard very bad things.
Like what? My mom doesn't really talk about him ever.
Well, so you know how I said that they're very traditional, Takes Teeth, and we don't believe in marrying outside of the packs. You can marry from another pack, but not outside of our people. Not to marry someone who is not a wolf soul. We believe it's cursed. People think that Leftpaw, well, some of them in my pack blame your mother for Leftpaw becoming the way he did.
My mother? He's the one who betrayed her. He
Left the pack.
Abandoned her. He killed her mother.
He killed his own wolf brother. He betrayed a lot of people. I'm not saying that I believe it. I'm just telling you what other people believe.
Marilla is kind of upset about her. He's a little bit like, which one of these fuckers that I go running in the woods with sometimes thinks this?
Well, don't think that a lot of those ones are pretty much your age-ish.
And walks in the dark, right?
Walks in the dark and sees the wind. They're in shadow. They're younger, so they wouldn't have really been around to know your dad, like, you know, in any meaningful way, shape, or form.
Boomers versus the millennials.
It's the boom wolves, exactly. Yeah. So from what I have learned of
Did he leave the pack, or was he kicked out?
He left the pack. I've learned some, mostly, Walks in the Dark told me some because she learned some from her shaman before he left. But Left Paw seemed to always question everything.
Closing the chat. Huh. It's not even dirty.
So
it's just very funny and lame.
It's amazing. I typed for context, chat. This is not me making another dirty joke. I just typed in chat, Millennial wolves versus Woomers.
I love it. It's amazing.
It is pretty funny.
I'm so sorry.
It's so fucking cute, Sarah.
I love it.
I need to hold the intrusive thoughts back.
No, that was perfect.
No, you share every time.
Yeah, share every time. No. Well, Left Paw seemed to always question everything, just rules in general. I don't think that was anything that your mother would have done to him. I think that's just who he was.
Do you think he ever even cared for her, or he was just trying to make a point or stick it to someone?
Oh,
he snarls a little bit like at the thought.
Left Paw kind of like, still kind of like backs away from you a little bit, but then like, he's like, no, I don't believe that he would. I don't know. He's done so many bad things. It's hard to tell. He killed his own wolf brother. He killed your grandmother, left you and your mother. He's obviously capable of awful things.
And he's still out there.
I don't know where. No one knows where.
I'm torn about something. This is my wolf sister. I'm going to tell her about something in my initiation. I'm going to do it. Okay. I saw him.
Ears like kind of backing down. Hair raises up a little bit.
Here in a vision during one of my Hairborn rites.
You saw him? How is that possible?
I don't know. But I know it was him. And he was wearing the red moon on his forehead.
There's a big growl from that.
I was like, is that feedback or did Christian just growl?
Oh, that was me growling. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not close to the spirits and the gods the way some people in my village are. But I have a feeling that's been growing stronger that someday I'm going to meet him.
If you do, we'll meet him together, brother.
Make him answer for what he did.
Yes. If anyone would believe the Red Woman's lies, it would be him. I'm sorry, I know he's your father.
He's no father to me. There are half a dozen men in this village who are more father to me.
Can I ask you a question, brother?
Yeah. Fuck, we're pivoting like that hard? God damn it, Sil.
Sil is derpy, yeah.
He's like looks at the thing that he's knick-knack and he's like, yes.
He's like, gives you like the eyes, like, come on. He's like, I know who you're making that for.
Yes, Kara.
I thought the blue jay feathers would look nice with her red hair.
Be careful, please. We believe that the love between a wolf soul and the two-leg is cursed.
Do you believe that?
We have the story of Leaping Stream and Janala, Amber Eye. That happens in our lands, in the Telmor lands. They fell in love. She was with the Sinsinia tribe, and he was a Telmor, and they knew that it was, well, they knew nobody would want them to be together, so they ran away. But both tribes believed that the other had kidnapped them and went to war. And many, many people died. And when they found that out, they committed suicide. They killed themselves for grief. Salinarg, your own king, was married to a wolf woman, and the old home fell.
That's because of the lunars, not a curse, Sil.
Your mother never had any other children.
Ooh, that one hits hard. There's a little toe on his face with that one there.
I'm sorry. And he's like, I'm sorry. It's good you're even safe, and she had you safely.
I'm not just Telmori. I'm Hairborn too.
You have a wolf soul. I've heard stories of, well, two-leg mothers being killed by their children because they changed inside them. I don't know if those are true. I've heard them, though. It's just, it never seems to end well. But those are stories. That doesn't mean that they're true. Only the stories of the gods are true. And there aren't any of those that I know of.
I'll be careful, so. Well, I mean, I know she likes me back, but I don't know that that's enough, even. No matter what I want.
Do you know when you go running through the woods and you build up a big steam, you build up a lot of speed, and you're running and you jump off? Have you ever, I know you have, we've done it together. You jump off of a ledge.
Yeah.
And you know that you're going to land and you're going to hit the ground eventually. And you know it might hurt. But for a little bit, you're in the air and it's like you're flying, right? If you care about her, it's worth feeling that you're flying, even if it means you're going to hit the ground.
Thank you, Sil.
And I'll jump with you. You might not always be right, but you'll always be my brother.
He's going to get up and he's going to go to the fire and hug her.
Yeah.
Yes, sister. Thank you for choosing my side.
Always will. I just said that's one of our sayings, actually. Your brother might not always be right, but he's always your brother. It's a little bit more of our culture.
He'll just kind of rest his forehead to hers for a moment.
You get like a wolf poop. Cold nose.
Fuck. The shit. That's great knowledge to be cooped up in the house with. Love that. Yep.
Yeah, enjoy your long, dark winter with no internet, no TV, no music, and nothing to read. Just sit there and dwell on that. What are you up to, Arissa?
So I have a lore question first, I guess.
Sure.
Is there a wintertime gift giving holiday in RuneQuest?
So there's Sacred Time, okay, which is 2 weeks that aren't part of any season, which basically celebrate like the rebirth of the world. And it's a very important, like, holy time. And I would say that I don't see why gift giving wouldn't be part of that, to cement things and like give people things they might need in the new world of the new year.
So Arissa, her
You
main...
have 2 seasons before you get there, though, but that's okay.
No, that's fine. This is relevant to what she's doing. That she's been spending a lot of time in the loom house,
Okay.
because she is making blankets for her friends.
Oh,
Making sure they're, the proper sizes and everything, because Discars and Ruse are going to be fucking huge, and Bryn's is going to be a little smaller.
Those 2 blankets together.
Yeah.
Ruse is
she's
just going to be tall but skinny.
Yeah, that's basically
it.
God, I love this image of us in blanket size.
Arissa doesn't look skinny because of how many layers of clothes she wears. But if you've ever seen her, like, I don't think any other characters would see her without her clothes on, but she's like a stick. Like, she looks malnourished, even though she's totally nourished. But she looks like she has a normal shaped body because she wears a lot of clothes. Which in the winter, Arissa's fucking set, boy. Although she still definitely excessively bundles up. But she is actually heading to visit Bryn to try and to like trade for, because y'all have sheep, right? So I was thinking like she trades for sheep.
not as many as she used to, but some, yeah.
Yeah.
Arissa takes what she can get. But on her way over, once she gets out of the house, because this is an extremely Arissa thing to do, she reaches into her bag and pulls out the dragon orb and takes off her scarf, one of her 2, and winds it around the orb and really quietly says into like, I don't know if you can get cold. Let me know if this isn't warm enough, okay? And then she puts it back in her bag with the
Make him a little koozie.
A little koozie for my pet dragon. Super casual.
Oh my god. You got a thank you.
Oh, she's really...
You get a I do not get cold, but thank you.
Marissa is the best keeper of this orb.
That is most
That's why she's protecting it. She's like, this is my precious. But yeah, she heads off to Brent's house.
Okay. We'll say that it is like one of those cold but clear days. There's no snow on the ground yet, but it's like ground's a little too frozen, hard to be muddy. So it's not gross walking there. But it's cold. That's all.
Yeah, she's probably got like a walking stick to help with the ice.
Yeah. And you can totally like see your breath and everything like that sort of cold, like the whole way.
Yeah.
So you and Arissa particularly probably like means like numb fingers and toes by the time you get there. So
yeah, she's got gloves on for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm home, kind of bundled up with my grandma, and we're just, I guess chilling for the winter, pretty much, just protecting the cattle.
Just all the sheeps are crammed into the house with you. You're sitting among the wool.
That actually sounds really, really nice. Outside of the poop, yeah,
the smell, yeah,
the smell and the poop, yeah. But yeah, she'll open the door and she'll be excited to see you, Arissa. Come in, quickly.
Yeah, thank you. The red looks so nice on you, Bryn. It really does.
Thank you.
I wanted
to.
What do you mean?
No, nothing. Passing thoughts. I've got it, but I mean, I've got it now, and I've finally gotten here. But now we'll see. Now we'll really see if I can live up to it.
Would it be okay if I asked you about the initiation?
I mean, there's only so much I can share, but sure.
No, I know that. I guess just what did it feel? How did you feel when it was done?
Proud. A little scared. But mostly proud and excited.
Did you feel different?
Yeah, I did. I did. In a good way.
Okay.
Yeah, in a good way. I've been kind of waiting for this my whole life. And it just feels like I'm ready now to do things. And I know that I can.
I get that. It seems like a lot of us our paths have been laid out for us for a long time. I mean, of our own choice for the most part.
I know, right? It's hard to know.
I was also thinking about Rue. I don't know. I haven't asked him about this yet because it's probably weird. Different situation. I didn't want to like offend him. Sorry, I'm gonna ramble if I don't get to the point. Sorry, how are you? I should have started. She's totally stalling. I should have started with that.
Oh, I'm good, Arissa. Are you okay? Is everything all right? Did you come here by yourself? It's so cold out.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to, I brought some of the stuff to trade for more wool. I know you guys only have so much right now,
Oh,
but I've
no.
been working a lot in the loom house.
Oh, of course, Arissa. Any time. Shoes some sheep. Okay.
But I did have an actual question. So, followers of Ganga, once they go through their initiation, right? What you know this. I'm just trying to make sure I'm on the right page. Once you go through that initiation, you're viewed in society as a man, correct?
Yes and no, but for the most part, yes. Like a man, I suppose.
I do man things.
Yeah. Yes.
So you're kind of on that line, right?
Yeah, I think that's a better word for it.
Does that feel any different? Or are you just Bryn but more?
Or more Bryn than you've ever been. He's like, nah, neither.
Yeah, I was gonna say kind of neither. I feel like it was honestly a little sad. It was a little sad. I feel like most of my life I've wanted kind of to walk both worlds. And I feel like I gave up a little bit to walk this world. And it feels a little different and a little sad to kind of let go of the world that I kind of knew most of my life before. But it's not so different.
If you don't mind my asking, and you know I go a lot of places, you can tell me to hush at any time. What do you feel like you gave up? What do you feel like you lost?
I mean, I grew up in this village, kind of going to rituals and being a part of the community with Arnalda, you know. I've seen lots of people I love kind of worship with her, and me too. And I always imagined kind of, I've most of my life I've been focused on being a Vinga. I've always followed being a Vinga, and that's what I had hoped for, but I just never realized that my steps towards Vinga were steps away from Ronaldo, which is okay. I understand it. I can see how one kind of coincides with the other, but not necessarily together. And it was sad.
That makes sense.
But I'm glad to do it too.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm happy for you.
I am too. But why do you ask?
I've just been trying to figure some things out, I guess. And as I see all of you go through your initiations, and I feel like my calling will just be looming over the horizon whenever Shalana or Roy calls to me. But there's just this fear that I'm not what people want me to be.
I mean, I think that's a good thing.
What do you mean?
I mean, I think that if everyone was exactly like everyone else, and if everyone was exactly who they were supposed to be, then you wouldn't kind of learn and find and discover new things. That's kind of how New Gods kind of came about, is because they chose their own paths, right? That's kind of why I wanted to be a Vinga in the first place too, was because I wanted to carve a path that felt right for me and that I wanted for my own. And I think part of walking away from Ronaldo and realizing some of the things that I missed is that even though I am a Vinga, I'm still going to be a Vinga, but in my own way, whatever that means. And that's also one of the things I value about Kymreese so much, is he's so different from anyone and everything else. And that's why I value so much that he, I think, is going to be the one that saves us. Because he thinks differently. Because he's not really what most of the world sees. So I think if you're not what everyone thinks you to be, and you end up being yourself, whatever that is, and that does change or surprise us or is something different, it'll just carve out new paths for new people and path for your own, and the world will change for it too. In good ways. Unless you're like, a chaos creature or something like that. That's
No. No.
Then I'll have to kill you.
Yeah. That's like an unsaid thing.
Yeah, no, there are certain things that have never wavered in my heart. My faith and love for Shalana Roy will forever be a part of me. There's no question in that.
Yeah. As long as it continues to be a path where you're not, hurting people, creating more chaos.
I don't think I could if I tried, Bryn.
I don't either. I really don't.
And I've never tried, for the record. I don't plan on it.
I mean, I think if you're someone who you think no one thinks you are, surprise everyone. Surprise me.
I guess I just gotta figure out exactly what that looks like, what that means. You've given me a lot more advice than you realize, I think.
I feel like I'm talking about nothing.
No, you.
But I'm glad, Arissa. I feel like you've been. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like every time we've talked, it seems like you've been searching for a long time.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that is, but I'll always love you. I'm always here for you.
I'll always love you too, friend. You really are one of my favorite people.
Me too.
And she just gives her a hug.
Yeah. You should be staying inside, though.
I know I wanted to take a walk to get the wool, and also because I really needed to talk to you. I don't know who else to talk to about this stuff. I'm bad at talking.
I could have come to you. I could have brought things to you.
Well, next time you feel like getting out of the house, come visit. I'll make you something nice to eat.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. Always. Always.
I can make a mean vegetable stew.
I'll take it.
All right.
I don't know if you know this, but Gran's cooking is terrible.
Oh no, really?
Terrible. It's been a hard winter.
I'm so sorry. I should have brought you something.
Oh no, it's fine. Most people don't know. Why do you think I'm always at Descartes' house?
Yeah. Can imagine if feed a family that big, you
have to scrap for food there, though.
It's true. I can manage though. The kids are easy to fight.
She's like, some of those kids are like 7. I'm bigger than them.
Probably not. Actually,
hunting a toddler to get to the food.
Have you seen Descaris? 7? I'm probably not bigger than 7. 5, maybe.
Suplexes Bryn.
Yeah. They're good practice targets.
Wow.
Oh my god.
She's just punting the children.
I love
before Arissa goes, she like make sure her grandma isn't paying attention. I want to show you something. She opens up her bag and she pulls out the little orb and just goes, I made him a scarf.
What color is this scarf?
It's a rainbow scarf.
Right?
What color fabric dyes are easily accessible to me?
What do you want?
He's the rainbow worm. It's a rainbow scarf.
Yeah.
If Arissa had the capability to make a rainbow scarf, she would.
Nice.
Yeah, you can. You can get pretty close.
Yeah, so it's a little rainbow scarf.
And I say all vibrant, but like we've got
No, it's subdued. There's like
berries and
yeah. It's like
also here's the thing too. It's like you guys are in like a remote mountain vale, and Sartar is kind of like hill country and hillbillies compared to the Lunar Empire. But there are major trade routes that flow right through. And like Johnston's a big city, Boldholm's a big city, Williamskirk are a big city. They're not far away. So it's like
trade comes through. Yeah,
trade comes through. It's a lot more cosmopolitan than it would be necessarily. So you can get those dyes.
Yeah. And I mean, Arissa basically made most of the clothes for herself and her siblings. So she probably does pay attention to dye trade actually, so that she's not giving her siblings all like off-white colored clothes, and they can actually have some personality.
Yeah, you get
they're color coded. Your siblings, this is all blue, all green, all.
every birthday, she asks them what their new favorite color is, and just keeps switching it up every year. And the little ones all have hand me downs, and but yeah, show off the little scarf around him.
Do you think he's always watching? Like always?
He's at least always listening, or at least when I talked to him earlier. He doesn't get cold, I asked, but he likes the scarf anyway.
Has he asked you anything? Is he learning a lot from us? Can I hold him?
Yeah. He hasn't asked me anything. Sometimes I just talk at him, and then sometimes he appears to have a chat. Sometimes he doesn't. I don't know.
Hi. I hope we're teaching you well.
You
Sorry. Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah.
Hands baby back immediately.
She takes him back, adjusts his little scarf, puts him back in her bag with the wool and everything, and heads out back home.
Okay. Anything you wanted to be doing, Tyrese?
Who?
Tyrese.
I mean,
oh wait,
Destar.
yeah.
I was like, wait, you didn't tell me. I didn't prepare to play my brother again.
No. Tyrese is back, but has been not living out in the cold. That's for sure. We'll find out where. I'll ask Troy, what do you think where he is
He's in
when he gets back?
bush.
But
The winter bush,
he's been,
the winter hole.
he's been like very introspective recently, naturally, because he's been through something big. But this far, do you have anything you want to be up to?
I'm probably, just about this dead. I was looking back at my family, big ass family tree and shit, and with my mother having gone to fight, I think my aunt Yanala, messed up the syllables there, has come to kind of help out with all the kids. She is one of my father's sisters, a hunter herself, and she's probably with us helping out with all the kids and whatnot. I actually was thinking about taking Garrick out to show him some of the hunting trails.
So we'll say that
snares in the winter and shit.
You spend some time showing him some trails, especially for smaller game like rabbits and stuff like that. And it's also very easy to begin to learn tracking and days after it's snowed, because you can literally see the animals' footprints and learn what they look like. So so you've started to do some of that stuff with him. Did you have a scene you wanted to role play with him, or do you want to?
No, yeah, I just take him out and show him the starter points. So
you've been doing that, and you've seen Baroth a couple of times too. He's proud of you. You had a talk with him. Not that he just is good job, because he's he's a bear guy too. So it's just good job. Yeah, you get the good bro nod.
You get the equivalent of thanks.
Yeah,
exactly.
Bro, thanks.
The bro thing. It's like when you go to the gym and the super jack guy acknowledges you. That's what you got. Yeah. You're doing good, bro.
Nice.
Keep going.
That's just 700 pounds. Yeah. So that's what you got. Not that I know anything about going to the gym. I read it from memes. That's what I know.
I went to the gym a little while ago and just stood next to my brother and made sure he didn't die.
There
Just stood there. It was great.
That's like exercise by osmosis. Yeah.
Yep.
That counts.
With Troy, it does.
He's pedaling 2 weeks post-op. I'm just keep going. Yep. Your heart's still beating. Yep. Great job, bro.
I mean, friggin' last stream, I can't remember who in chat was like, Troy, you already back to the weights, bro? And I'm like, don't give him ideas.
Yeah, please don't.
He did walking lunges instead, all leg day, every day leg day.
Oh my God, those are so hard.
Yeah, really, God. Anyway, just more weeks pass, and then it gets colder. It's getting into the middle of dark season now, and it's snowing more, and it's being even more miserable. And one night, there is just a hellacious snowstorm. You get, we'll call it 8 inches of snow. And just blows through, buries the nice face, Amber. And it's 8 inches, and Amber's like,
oh my God. It wasn't me this time.
No, I just saw the face. It's like, anyway.
I was like,
8 inches. Oh boy.
I was thinking good New England winter right there.
Right. It's just like a New England storm. I don't know. I couldn't possibly comprehend what that face was for. So anyway, it's a bad night. Bad snowstorm. And you wake up in the morning, and yes, you're in your you're in your hut with your family. You're very packed hut. Yep. And it's just the morning after a snowstorm where it's still quiet and packed in and everything. But you hear bang 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 on your door.
I'll because I'm up usually probably early anyway with the dawn or earlier. I'm probably up first one up, maybe me and my aunt or father or whatnot.
So you're probably up maybe cooking breakfast or something. And so you bang, 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 bang,
I'll go over go to the door and see what's going on. See what's making the.
All right, so you open the door, and someone who's banging on a kid almost like falls in because he was like banging on the door. Oh, and he's like, oh, you recognize him right away. It is Darrenil, who is kind of like a distant cousin from Red Bark, where not a distant cousin of yours, but a distant cousin who hangs around Red Barkstead, where Ezrala is.
Red Rockstead?
Red Rock, thank you. I'm sorry. Okay. Red Rock, not Red Bark. White Bark is where Arissa is. Red Rock is where, yes. So Red Rock is what I meant. Just I'm going to come run for you because Ezrala is gone.
What do you mean she's gone?
She's gone. I don't know where. We don't know where she is. She's gone. And Darson is gone too.
No!
Kill him!
It's the other shoe! It's the other fucking shoe, guys!
I usually have my pack by the door. I'll grab my hunting pack and head out towards Red Rock.
Okay. So you start out there with him, and he's like, we don't, they were here last night, and then we woke up in the morning, and they're gone, and I don't know where they could have gone in the storm, but they're gone, and he's kind of like prattling on and excited about this, and, kind of like out of breath from running through the snow. And as you're like walking, you see someone else running towards you, who you recognize as Corator, who is a kind of like a kid who hangs around the main hall, like Gordongar's hall.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a mall kid of the Great Hall. He just hangs out there.
He's a mall goth.
He's a hall kid, you guys. The joke is right there. He's a hall kid.
Yeah. So he comes, flips his hair out of his face, and says, Gordongar needs you in the hall, like right now.
Oh, fuck.
Instantaneously, meanwhile, Rin, Rue, Arissa, you all get kids calling you to the hall.
There are so many kids whose whole job is to dispatch news to us.
Yeah, just got runners.
Like an entire generation.
I mean,
was that
like us at one point when like Aranina was like coming of age? We're always like,
there aren't that many kids, so you actually get like some of you get like weapon things, like the younger ones, just like yeah.
All right, shit. I will go immediately. There's trouble. Phil and I are on our feet. We're trudging through the snow. No problem. Foot of snow ain't nothing for the wolves.
Sorry, I just realized something that has finally happened.
What?
Everyone has a pet now because Arissa has the dragon.
Yes.
And Kyrie's has his rock.
Ah! We finally did it! Sorry, I just processed that and I'm so pleased.
No problem.
I like the image of like all of these animals, and it's just Arissa's orb, just rolling. Yeah, just an orb.
But like her orb contains this like fucking ancient dragon spirit.
Most unassuming.
It's Arissa.
Yeah, it's fair.
Amazing.
Yeah, so you are all duly summoned to the hall.
Perfect. Yeah, I can ride Ort there.
What does Descara do?
Hey, he's an elk. He's great in the snow.
Yeah,
that's an ATV right there. You're like,
yeah, he's got his full horns and his nice thick winter coat right now, so he's good to go. Yeah, Descara, what do you do?
Fucking choices.
Would
you do anything for love? Would you?
But you won't do that.
Will you do that?
The good thing about I got a cat buddy here. I'm going to call for Nightclaw if he isn't already kind of.
He's with you. Yeah, he just kind of sticks real close.
Yeah.
Also great in the snow. Big paws.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask Nightclaw if he can go to Red Rock's stead and see if he can pick up a lead while I go see what's happening at the main hall.
Duty over heart.
He doesn't necessarily like. He's not like Sil where you like can talk to each other.
Yeah,
but he's like, you know, you get the nod of cat understanding, and he's just like off.
Mackin is gonna be like, yeah, I found her, and then he's just gonna leave and not tell you where she is.
He's like, done. Oh, you wanted me to tell you where he was? Yeah.
She's gonna be like trapped under some snow, like just reaching for him. He's just gonna sit down in front of her, just out of reach, and just stare there for the next 7 to 8 hours.
What a cat! That would be such a cat thing. Yes.
And I will run to the hall. I'll send the boy off to Red Rock as well.
Okay, so he's like, all right, I'll tell him you're coming. Right,
I'll be as soon as I can.
With the cat. All right, which actually isn't that weird because like they use cats. Yeah. So, all right, so you hustle into the hall. Hold on a minute. And when you get to the hall, you all conveniently, at the speed of plot, arrive at the same time. And you get to, as you get there, you hear like commotion inside, like yelling and screaming and someone trying to like calm someone down and just like a commotion. And when you enter the hall and you get in, you see Karenstar, who is a character who has not appeared much. But if you remember who he was one of the older, better weapon thanes, kind of a mean guy in his late 30s, maybe early 40s, who was married to Deladra, who was also like Gordagar, much younger. She's one of Jorna's friends.
See, now that I have to open the document of NPC.
Yeah. He was married to Deladra, who was one of Jorna's friends. They're both about 25. Jorna and Deladra. And he is chasing Keladon around the hall while Gordagar tries to like get between them.
Oh, I thought this was serious. I'm going to kind of cross my arms and watch now.
No, he has a sword out and he's chasing him. It's serious.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And he's like, it's you.
Like, is Yakety Sack playing or?
No, he's like, it's you and your damn songs you've been singing. They got in her mind. And Keladon's like, I don't know. I'm just been singing songs for the winter time and telling stories. And then Gordagar's like actually in between him. And he's like, Karenstar, this is not going to help. You guys walk in on that. What do you do?
I'm going to step in and see if I can catch his weapon with my axe.
Sure. Yeah, roll me.
You're going up against. Yeah. You're like, I'm a newly minted Vinga. We'll go after this 40-year-old veteran.
Yeah. You know what? Though? Yeah. He's like distracted, so I'm just gonna like. If you succeed, you can hook it out of his hand. Like, I'll give you the disarm. Ooh. Like, that's fine. Yeah.
Crap. Oh no! I don't know how to use the dice app anymore.
You don't have physical dice?
No, they're at Amber's house.
Do you want one of us to
roll for you?
Just go to Google roll dice, and then just roll.
That's what I'm trying to do, and it's not working.
What is your skill? I'll roll them for you.
Okay, it is an 82.
So I rolled a 36, so that is a regular success.
Perfect.
So he's just like kind of like brandishing the sword and threatening him. He's not really like going after him.
Yeah.
But you managed to like
just gonna hold my stance and catch. Yeah.
You managed to hook the hooky part of the axe kind of around the blade and like pull it back and catch it like out of his hand. Kind of. And that's enough to like kind of break a little bit of the tension. And Gordon was like, "Oh, thank you. Karenstar, this is enough. Sit down." And he's like, "I'm not gonna sit down. This is just not right." He's like, "I know he's sworn to you, but he's like,
just go and just be another body in the way.
Handle it. Handle it, okay? Just calm down, please. Thank you for coming," he says to the rest of you. It appears in the night that Deladra has gone missing.
I'm just having fucking PTSD flashbacks to the missing fucking kids, 2 of which were dead. Like,
I just found out before I was called here. Esrala and Dareston are gone too. I was heading there to try to find them.
Is anyone else from the village missing that we know of?
I'll tell you who's missing. That pretty boy from your stead. He points to you, Arissa.
Oh, wait. Oh, fuck. What's his name?
His name.
Boy.
I know which one, because he's the one that
The
kept,
old
like,
fuckboy.
half flirting with Arissa.
Yes. His name is Fedor.
Oh, okay. Fedor?
Fedor's the fuckboy.
Yeah, that's right. So she says, Fedor, when did he go missing?
Oh, I would bet last night, says Grandstar.
What do the four of them have in common?
It might not just be the four of them.
Dareston and Fedor are cousins.
I mean,
Okay.
Did
A lot of people are cousins here. I mean,
Yeah, like,
take
ding,
that for
ding,
what
ding,
you
ding,
will.
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Oh,
Small town.
Ezreal is not from here though, and I can't remember. Is the wife local?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone who wants can just roll me a straight up intelligence check, 5 times intelligence. See if you
Hey,
can roll
I'm
under
pretty
it.
smart.
Time to find my sheet and figure out what my score is. Give me 10 hours.
ooh, I did not get that.
Oh boy, I rolled a 3. Hey.
Hey, anyone want to do some quick math for me?
Sure, what do you want?
What's 16 times 5?
Okay.
80.
Let me.
Only because I
Thank
had
you.
a calculator already up.
Thank you. All right, so I'm going to roll it under an 80.
13 times 5? Because mine's not. I'm struggling with it.
What
Are you
happens?
fucking serious?
What happens if I get the number exactly? It's 65.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
Drew
I got-
already absolutely destroyed it.
Oh,
It was
never
like,
Yeah,
mind.
I got.
Yeah, like so. You honestly, we're good. But
Okay.
I mean,
Got it.
you roll anyway because I think you can check your intelligence. I'm not sure, but look at your sheet. I don't have the sheet in front of me.
No.
I don't know. I don't
No
know.
boxes.
No, the boxes.
power.
So this is just straight up remembrance.
Crushed it.
So you all vaguely remember whoever succeeded that, like, hey, like I remember the Lodger kind of hanging around Fedor, but Rue, you specifically remember Fedor was with that other girl at one of those parties, and she seemed very upset about something. And now you think about it, it's because he was paying attention to Deladra.
Oh, I do
That's
remember
what I
this.
thought.
Well, who was the other girl?
The other girl's name was Saratha. She was from
Like a visiting?
Glass. Yeah, she was from Glass Cave. No, she's from one of the other steads.
I'm gonna have to write these names down somewhere. My sheet
So you
is
got-
the borders of my sheets are covered in names that I have no reference for.
So you have so you had Fedor, who was
Deladra.
with Saratha, Soratha. You have Deladra, who was married to Karenstar. Lots of names, lots of people.
Oh fuck.
I'll know
I'm the worst
Ezreal
person
and
to I'm the worst person to remember this because I feel very awkward about other people's private business. I'm just like, oh no.
Yeah, let's end
I-
it with the player writing it down, not Rue the character. It's fine.
Don't want to talk shit about anybody's
No,
business.
Rue was the one who remembered like all the details.
Yep, because that's me. Because I stand quiet at the edge of parties, and then I look around and I see things like
Rue hears everything.
Longson's longing glances toward oblivious, oblivious. What's her face? And Aranina, and
Yeah, join her.
and and this apparently Deladra, Sorrentha, Fedor, Karenstar thing, and I'm like, oh fuck, small villages.
So,
Everybody's fucking each other.
Presumably, then Arissa with Favor. What is there anything else she would know about him other than like he's just an asshole fuckboy? Like, what is he initiated? Because he's a little old, right?
He's an adult. He's initiated as an adult, but he's Hold on one second. I need to see these cookies that got bought home. Oh wow, they look great. Can't wait to eat
Can I
some
have
later.
one?
No.
Oh wow, that was quick.
Your wife loves me. Please.
The answer is still no. So, question is, do I? And I don't. I want to eat the cookies. So that's the problem. So,
I
just
will
not enough
text
to
your
go around.
wife.
He loves you,
anyway,
but not as much as he loves cookies.
correct.
That's fair.
That's true about a lot of things in life. So anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So he's initiated as an adult. Not really like a warrior or anything. He might be like, go to like the services for Barntar, the farmer god. He doesn't work very hard.
Lazy farmer fuckboy. Got it. Yeah, she knows
Correct.
that. She's not like him.
Yeah.
He's mostly a farmer just so he can wear like overalls without a shirt.
Yeah, that's it. His main thing is that he wears like not overalls, but like white, like a white, like kind of like a skirt, basically. Like men would wear them too. It's just like a skirt and no shirt, and just looks really good, like a kilt, right?
Just glistening in the field,
like
not really working, just moving,
just
flexing.
Get, my glamour muscles. Yeah, just yeah. That's his whole summer thing. Doc Void is roasting you. That's awesome.
Yeah, listen. He's one of my boys. He's allowed to, but still, Mark, fuck off.
That roast.
Listen, that's not like Amber sending me a 5-minute video of Diet Coke roasting.
I love that thing so much.
I watched the whole fucking thing, and I was sitting there like,
that guy was so funny too.
Relentless minutes.
It's like, it's better for me than heroin. Anyway,
I don't have a more crippling addiction.
He's I do. It's called buying RPGs. He's a fuckboy. That's all. He's a farmer fuckboy.
Okay, cool.
He's lazy,
farmer fuckboy.
But like everybody likes the women, and some of them like to look at him because he's pretty. And there you go.
Okay. Fuck. I hate this. Okay. Well, there's fairly fresh snow on the ground. It shouldn't be too hard to pick up a trail.
Yeah, they couldn't have gone far. It's winter.
I've already sent Nightclaw ahead to see if he can pick up something at Red Rock.
Somebody should double check his work.
Well, Syl should be able to help with that, right?
Cat versus dog rivalry.
Arisa not picking that up. Oh!
Cat versus dog rivalry. Love it. Okay.
Do you want to send Syl too?
Just putting it out there.
I'm going to ask Syl. I'm going to say I think we should split up because we're both great trackers. Which one would you rather go to? Ezrala or
Ezrala?
Deladra?
I know her. I don't really care about the other one.
That's fair. Ezrala is very, very sweet. All right. I will see if you can pick up a trail. I'm going to head to Deladra's.
Okay. Deladra lives in the stead, so it's not like you're going to have to go far. She lives in the hall with the weapon things, so...
I look back at my companions to see what they're going to be doing before I leave.
I'm already leaving.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so where are you going, Deskar?
I'm going, I'm going to be running along with Syl up to Red Rock to...
Okay.
I go back to Warstead and check in with his family.
Oh, Fedor's?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Marissa.
Yeah, I was actually going to go to who would know Deerston the most.
That's all at Red Rock. I'm heading up there.
So, yeah. Saratha, where is she? Where does she live?
She's from Glass Cave, which is like across the stream from White Bark, where Arissa's from. So it's not very far from White Barkstead.
Okay.
I could hit.
Here's the map if you're watching.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're heading out. Yeah. He's not gonna say this in front of the crazed or grieved husband who is violently worried right now. So he'll wait till he's away from Granstar to say to Arissa, like, "Hey, it might be nothing, but at one of the kind of autumn festivals, I noticed Vadar was paying some attention to Deladra, and Saratha didn't like that. She's kind of close if you want to just make sure she's not missing.
Yeah, I'll get on her.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've walked that path a bunch.
All right, and you are going to look for Deerston, right?
No, I'm looking for someone who's close to Deerston.
Okay, like a family member.
Yeah, like
something.
a family member.
I was gonna say, did we name this person that you're looking for, or just the family in general?
Yeah,
we will
right,
when
gotcha.
we get there.
Okay,
Christian has the name generator up. Okay, so I've got Des, Sil, and Nightflaw going back to Red Rock with Grin.
Yes.
Arissa's going to Glass Cave. Arissa's going back to White Bark, her home, and Rue is going
Then
to
Glass Cave. Yeah.
Okay, fair. All right. Let's do you guys first then. Top of the screen. So
who's top of the screen?
I was going to say, I think it's all different for all of
It's
us.
Arissa and Rue for well, I'm looking at what we see on Twitch.
Okay.
So yeah, Arissa and Rue hustle back to, I mean, it's the same way, so you can basically go together. Do you want to split up? Do you want to go to Glass Cave on your own, Rue?
For
Let's see,
I am
Sarata?
looking for Deladra.
Yeah, no. Arissa was going to
Deladra's
take
gone.
the two up north together.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to like where she was last seen to see if I can pick up a trail to track.
Okay,
her.
she's okay. So Deladra would be right by the hall. So
Yep. So I'm heading
you
over
have
to like her place in Kren Stars, and I'm gonna see if I can find a trail.
We're gonna start with Arissa then. All right. So you hustle off to White Bark. You get there. What do you do?
She is gonna look for. She's gonna head to Fedor's home and see if any of his family members are around.
His dad and mom are there. Their names are Orstrandor and Merson.
Orstrandor, Merson. Okay. Yeah. So she does the knocks on the door. It's Arissa.
Oh, hey. The dad's a pretty good looking guy. You know where you can see where he gets it.
I received news this morning.
I know he's gone, right? The damn boy.
I was wondering if you knew anything about where he might have gone.
No, we woke up and he was gone, and I have a feeling I know who he ran away with. No good's gonna come of it. Oh, the girl, the Princeton's wife, Deladra.
I heard that she has also gone missing.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
He hasn't said anything lately that sounded weird, or
We're not. I try not to pry in his business. He's a grown man. But I did warn him. What he was doing wasn't right. But Fedor thinks with the wrong head.
yeah. I'm sorry. Wow, I shouldn't have agreed to that so quickly.
Yeah.
It's okay. And you hear in the background, that's because he takes after his father.
She started with a laugh.
Merson. Yeah.
Have you found anything in his room that might have been odd, or that might
have a room? I mean, it's like there's a hall and people sleep in it in the fire. It's a small
I'm
place.
trying to think. I don't know.
Yeah. No. No.
Oh no! You know what she's gonna ask? Did he take belongings with him? Does leave stuff behind?
No, he took his things.
He took his stuff. Okay.
Took his things. Took his spear, his bow. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. There's a couple of us that are trying to look for people. So if you see a couple of us going around, we're trying to figure out what happened. If I hear anything, I will let you guys know as soon as I can.
Do me a favor. Try to keep Krenstar from killing him.
I don't want anyone to die,
or at least close to one as you're a white lady. So please keep him alive for me, please.
I plan.
Shalana, right? Show us mercy. Guess we cross ourselves. Yeah, it's in you deep.
He can be a fool, but he is a fool I grew up with, and I do not wish to see him be harmed. All right. I'll let you know if I see anything.
It's
And if
all right
you
if
hear
you smack him, says Merson.
she actually laughs at that. All right.
It's not violence. It's for his own good. It's education.
I hope all for the best.
Yeah.
And she will head off to Saras's place.
Not too far. You just have to cross the stream. Stream's frozen, so you don't even have to go any there. So, all right, you get there, and it's a cold morning, but there are people out about tending animals and such. And you see her mom point you to where she is.
Okay, yeah.
She's churning butter.
Hi. I wanted to check in on you.
Why?
Some people have gone missing, and I wanted to know if you might have
surprise
heard anything.
No, I haven't heard anything. Have you checked with Karen Star and Deladra? Bitch.
She's one of the ones that went missing.
Oh, really? Hope she's found.
These small town politics, man. Fuck.
So you've heard Theodore's gone missing as well.
Oh, really? Wow.
I figured you heard. I'm just trying to cover my bases here. Do you know of anywhere he goes to get away from people?
She stops churning butter and starts to cry. Like,
you found the boss fight, Sarah.
Yeah.
She takes a handkerchief out.
Just like hugs you. Yeah.
She holds her and she wipes her eyes and she just lets her cry on her.
And then we had something and you just fucking for that bitch. Fucking hate her.
Well, the problem is both of them, to be fair, my dear. But any help you might be able to give?
Yes, there was. This is so embarrassing.
I won't tell anyone, but I heard it from you.
Yeah, I know you're a white lady, so you won't tell anyone. So
she's like, yeah.
There's this cabin, a hunting cabin in the woods that his cousin knew about. It's way up in the mountains. We would go there to,
spend time together.
Yes.
Okay. Would you be able to point me in a general direction, or if there's any specific landmarks I should look out for?
So that way, she just points up towards the mountains, like, kind of behind White Bark and above where like the Royals Grove and places are.
Okay. Are there any like signs leading towards it, or is it just kind of tucked away?
No, it's just a little place.
Okay. Well, hopefully that'll get us somewhere.
I do hope you find him. I didn't really mean that.
I know. He's an idiot, but you're a very nice person.
Thanks, I guess.
She'll leave the handkerchief with her, and if you hear anything, will you let me know? I'm just over the river.
I know.
All right.
Bye.
And she heads out.
Right, heading
back to her, because she knows at the least that Rue is still near the hall, so she's going to head towards where she knows Rue is, because she doesn't think she'll be able to catch up with Bryn and Descara.
I will do Rue last. So, Bryn and Descara, you hustle over to Red Rock. You get there. With Syl.
Crashing through the snow.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to keep up with Ort, actually, Descara. Bryn gets there first. I can't hear you, Jess.
I said nice.
Elk, wolf.
Yeah.
Descara.
And Descara's like...
I was headed to, anyone who's like really close to Deerston that I've seen, family or friends. I mean, the only really person I've seen him hang out with was Ezrala and So I don't know if he has
His
family.
Mom, Harnava?
Harnava?
Harnava. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Pop that in the chat.
Yeah, I'll knock on her door.
Amber. I just saw she just put it. Okay. I mean, yeah, she's there. Kind of upset.
Oh.
Everybody's pretty upset.
So you know that Dearston's missing.
I know I didn't. And the other girl, too. I know he didn't do anything, okay? I just know he didn't.
What do people think he did?
He was all weird about her, but I swear he was fine now. It was just a thing he went through.
Do you know where Dearston has gone?
I don't know. He was just gone this morning, and Ezrala was gone too.
How do you know Ezrala was gone too?
She lives there.
Oh, they live together?
She stayed. Yeah. No, they don't live like together.
No,
But,
yeah.
Yeah, they're in the same. Yeah, they live in the same stead. Yeah.
Oh, they live in the same stead. Yes, right.
Yeah.
Yes. So she's just been out of her house and she's heard.
Yeah. Yeah.
They left early this morning.
They were gone this morning.
Do you know if they took like a horse, took like a trail? Like,
He's gone. His weapons are gone, and his clothes, and she's some of her things are still here, but she's took a lot of clothing too.
so do you get the impression that he took enough for a couple of days? A long travel?
I don't know, honey.
Did he take everything or just a couple things?
His weapons, his cloak. Really, that's about it.
He hasn't talked about leaving in the last few days?
No, he was just seeming to be better after everything in the spring.
Yeah, it seemed like he was having a hard time.
Descara arrives now.
I'm gonna when I get there, I'm gonna look around for Nightclaw, see if he's.
You see tracks like all around the place, and then kind of like circling out, but you don't see him. But you know he's out around somewhere.
Okay.
Sil also is like sniffing all around.
I'll they're probably gonna sniff around the stead. I'll try to take a look amongst the buildings.
Okay. If you're looking for tracks, give me a track roll.
Okay. That is a regular success.
Okay. It snowed last night, and it snowed a lot, but you're able to find, and people have been out and about looking for them. So there's like fresh tracks. There's tracks kind of like starting through between the steads and stuff as news is spreading. But you've also find somewhat trampled in some places, like, so it's kind of like half tracks that you have in the snow where it's like someone walked and then it snowed over it. So you just have like little depressions. You find some of them like leaving what was where Ezrala was living and running off in a direction. And you see Nightclaw's footprints around it. And then Sil seems to like pick up something and head off into the woods too, kind of up the mountain.
Okay. I'm going to yell out to Bryn that we found some, we may have found a lead.
Okay. Man, I already lost her name in this chat. I'll just tell
her name
Hervana.
was Hervana. Yeah.
Herevna.
Yeah. Herevna. Yeah, that's better.
Herevna?
Yeah.
I like
Herevna.
Hervana.
Nirvana.
Yeah.
Nirvana.
We'll find him, Barovna. Don't worry too much. I hope he's okay.
So too, he's had such a hard year.
Yeah.
Poor dear.
Yeah. Us sheep people have to stick together.
I know. I'm sorry you lost some.
I know. It's a harsh winter. We might lose more. But let's hope it's not too soon. I'll be back. Oh, no.
Yeah. All right, so you guys,
Yeah,
you
I'll
find
catch
him
up
with a trail. If you guys want to just start following that, you see Nightfall kind of, and still kind of come back to you and are like, we have a trail.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you start following that trail.
Yes.
You are around the main hall.
Yes,
Order finally
okay.
gets to calm Karinstar down. He's like, I'm going. And he's like, no, you're not, because I don't trust you.
Ooh.
You are going to stay here so you don't make this worse. And it actually finally takes Jorgonoth, who's head of all the weapon things, to be like, sit down, and get him to sit down, and they get him like a drink, and they're like kind of talking to him. And then
I
Jorgonoth
will look
looks at
for
you and
her.
is like,
Where did you see her last?
in our home.
All right. And I will just head out like that. I don't want to be here right now. So much awkwardness happening.
You seem to be a magnet for it. So,
I know. Everywhere around me, I'm like, notices longing glance. Notices someone else's
know what?
pain,
As a
blush,
matter of fact,
jealousy.
on the way out, Jorna is kind of like worriedly watching this because Deladra was a friend of hers, and Lonson is just kind of standing there like on her spear, like looking at her.
Wants to comfort Jorna. Jesus
No.
fuck. I'm like, I need to leave this place.
You
Sees
leave
all of
that
the
Tennessee
awkward.
Williams play, and you walk outside, and you go. You know where they're like. They have a separate little building that they
Head over and I'll, be mindful of my steps so as not to trample any recent trails, but
Give
look for
me
the
a
freshest
track.
prints circa
Give me
sometime in
a
the
track
night.
roll.
Right. Ooh, buddy, I rolled a 5.
Oh yeah, all right. So you take some time to really look around. In that time, I will say, just for the speed of the plot thing, Orissa manages to catch up to you. But you find not only do you find one of those find one of those half buried sets of tracks coming from White Barkstead into town, and you can see it's been trampled over here and there, but it goes right up there, and it meets another set of tracks that comes out of here, and they start heading up to the mountain. By the way, check your track skill, people who have succeeded.
All right. Are one of these sets of tracks larger than the other? As in one might be a man?
They're like, now they're kind of snowed over, so it's, they're not very distinct where you would be able to get that much. Actually, you rolled a 3, so yeah.
A 5.
Yeah, a 5. Yes, that is the case.
One's larger. Might be, say, a man, as opposed to Saripna.
Deladra.
Sarasa.
Yeah, as opposed to Sarasa.
Saratha is the jilted girlfriend. Deladra is Karinstar's wife.
Surprise.
All right,
Little did you know Fedor has tiny feet.
Yes.
So as soon
the
as
only thing that's small.
As soon as Orissa finds Rue, she's definitely a little out of breath. I have a lead. I heard of a place where Fedor. I heard of a place where Fedor brings people he's interested in. It's up in the mountains.
To kill, right?
No. To canoodle.
Why me? Okay. Up in the mountains. I will point at the impressions in the snow that look like little divots to you, but look like tracks to me. Maybe that way?
Yes. Right, like up north past White Bark.
Fuck. Okay. All right. We should just go.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. You can stay here if you'd like.
No. He's an idiot,
let's go.
but he's my neighbor.
God damn it, Ken. Okay. All right. Rue is going to head off.
Time!
Following the tracks. He's going to sort of walk ahead a little bit of Orissa to break the snow a little bit for her. Fun
Nice.
wolf fact: wolves walk in a line with the stronger wolves at the front to break the snow for the
Yep,
weaker ones behind them.
and you're not skinny, so you do a very good
I'm
job
not
in
skinny.
inflating this. You're like, I'm not skinny.
I got long legs.
I'm a buff boy.
So you start heading up the mountain. Both groups start heading up the mountain, and
Yeah, speed of plot.
interestingly, looking at this path that you're taking and the direction you're kind of heading, it's kind of in the direction you went earlier in the summer when you found your people.
Ooh. Okay. We're not. It's the direction, but we're not super close yet. Where I'm like, we're in their territory yet.
No. But
Okay.
you're heading that, like, that's the way you went, right? It's like, it was up kind of that direction.
Okay. I will keep that in mind and keep an eye out for any other tracks. But
Okay.
keep tracking.
And interestingly as well, like you're going up and you're like, what are these assholes doing? And you see like 2 little dots, actually 4 little dots coming like towards you. And eventually you kind of coincide.
When I see them
at
in the
this
distance,
speed.
I will do a howl and see if Syl will howl back.
Oh, Syl definitely howls right back.
Yes.
Oh, those
sister
are our
and my
dots.
friends.
I'm sorry. It's 5 dots because there's an ort.
There's an ort.
No, it's 3 dots
3
and
dots
then
and a
1
blob.
larger dot because of Ort.
Yes.
That's the others.
Well, let's see. It's like it's a small dot, 2 medium-sized dots, and 2 big dots.
Those
It
are our
only
dots.
looks-
Good.
Those are our dots.
Mhm.
They'll meet up with us.
Yeah, and eventually you guys, as you're heading up, you see each other and you come together and are able to catch each other up and begin up the mountain, following this track. And it's not hard to follow now because you're out of like commonly occupied areas, so it's pretty easy to see. You see tracks here and there of animals, Rue and Descara, crossing the path, but they're deer or smaller animals like weasels or things like that, raccoons maybe,
Little burb
But-
tracks.
yeah, little burb tracks, but nothing, no
Hopefully
big
not.
animals. And as you go up and you start getting into the tree line, Rue, I'm going to say you're still leading, if that's cool with you.
Haha, I'm bringing the trail for Ort. There we go.
You see, some eyes staring at you from the tree line.
I'll take a moment to catch, am I able to catch the scent or am the wind going the wrong way?
You know the scent, you know the place. It sees the wind.
Nope. It sees the wind cool.
Sees the wind is walks in the dark wolf.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rather.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it sees you, so you like eye contact.
Yep.
And it kind of really just books it right over to you.
I'll just kind of hold up my hand toward the others, like everything's okay.
Stops 20 meters away from the group, but definitely knows you. And is kind of looks at you, and so
I'll come a little closer away from the group a little bit and just be like,
very, very wearing its feet and kind of like walking around.
it's a wolf. There's a lot of people behind me. Yeah.
Mhm. Walks in the dark sent me to find you.
Is something wrong?
Yes. You have to come up. I'm not supposed to be here. But you have to find us in the Winter Cave.
Fuck. Are you in danger?
No, but they have some of yours. Well, theirs. Looks at the other people, not you.
Okay. We'll come.
He just books off.
Rue?
Yeah, you just saw Rue like barking at a dog for a wolf for a while.
Some
Yeah.
low vocalizations.
Yeah.
This is not surprising at this point.
Yeah,
right?
we're not questioning it. We just want a
Mm-mm.
translation.
Rue will kind of look back at them, and you can see from the look on his face, like it's not great news. I think I know where they are. The pack has a few of our people.
Let's go get them back.
They might be in. I don't know what they did or why they took them. Please, I don't know why I'm worried. Well, of course, you'll keep a cool head. Okay. I'll go ahead a little bit, and I'll just kind of put a little more distance between there so that we don't get surprised.
Sure.
Any more kidnapped humans?
you start heading up deeper in the woods, and you're getting into, it's slower going now because you're going through 8 inches of snow. Well, once you get into the woods, it's not quite as deep because it's there's some evergreens and stuff where it keeps the snowpack off the ground. But as you're going, you do see, however, a figure hunched, kind of laying by a tree ahead of you a little bit. And signs of a scuffle in the snow around.
Oh, is this a dead? Do I smell blood at all? Can I smell blood? Okay.
Yeah. And Syl definitely says, like, I smell blood, sister. And Nightclaw, Descara, gets a little antsy.
Wolf or Erlanthe.
As does... Ort, yeah. I smell blood.
All right. I'll say back to my friends, there's a body ahead. I don't know if they're dead yet. I'm gonna...
Arissa comes forward.
Head toward the body. Yeah. I'll look at Arissa. Arissa can come. Just, I don't want everybody to mob it in case we scare a wounded Talmori.
All right, you get there, and it's laying under a tree, which is good because it kept a lot of the snow from falling on him, is Dareston.
Oh.
And he's got like a big cut and blood running down his face. He's not dead touching him.
Okay.
However, he's very, very cold and unconscious.
Okay. Okay. So Sarah doesn't know the best way to help someone with frostbite.
I was going to say, hypothermia, the best treatment for Dareston now is to cuddle with Descara. This is objectively true. Descara, so you are the warmer-upper. Get over here.
Wow. Here's the plot point I did not expect.
She takes some of her outer layers off and starts carefully wrapping it around him. And as she's kind of cleaning up his injuries, she's going to cast Heal 3.
Oh, I will say roll for this one.
Oh God, sorry, I have to pull up my sheet again. What do I have to roll for this?
Power times 5.
So that's 100.
Still got to roll. That's just, this.
Yeah, it's called
like
don't
a double
fuck
zero.
It up.
You can total biff it, but yeah.
45.
He's letting Arissa do her thing. And while she's doing that, he's going to look around to see any more tracks and try to make out like what sort of happened in the scuffle. Was there like greater numbers on one side?
Sure.
Or,
roll
sort
me
of thing.
a track skill here. We'll see how good you do.
My great roll have ended. I got a 95.
The complete opposite spectrum.
There are some tracks here. You know that for sure.
There's some tracks. There's some blood. Some smushed snow.
Yeah.
These are things and stuff.
You can try. Actually, we might have some stored up rerolls. You could retry do that again. Sarah,
I will give that one reroll just because it seems like
we have rerolls.
This track roll I've made yet, and I'm biffing it very hard. Okay, this is much better. All right, I got a 30 on that one, so normal success.
Excellent. You can tell with a normal success that it looks like you've been following. You've actually been following a pair. Like there's been times when you've seen like 4 tracks, one set of them looking a little bit older than the other.
I was wondering, did they all meet up and they're going to do like a swinger thing in the fuck shack? Like, what's going on?
No, this isn't Baldur's Gate.
Swinger thing in the fuck shack.
This is, it looks like from your instance, one pair looks older than the other. There's more snow in it. So it looks like one set was following the other. Specifically, in some points when you're first starting out, it even looked like a woman might have been following Dareston. But it looks like they kind of caught up at one point in time and were together following this other set of tracks. But then this set encountered 6 more sets of tracks. Some of them human, some of them not. And there was definitely a scuffle. The not being wolves, obviously. Yeah.
It looks like It looks like Dareston and the 3 others. There are at least 6 Tomori here.
Which those tracks, by the way, head off to.
Did they look like they were? I'm gonna follow them back a ways a little bit. Did it look like they were lying in like an ambush, or are they more sort of like cross paths?
It looked like they just crossed paths.
Okay.
Meanwhile, as Rue is kind of like circling around, triangulating all those things, Arissa,
This is fucking. He doesn't. Sil just told him that horrible thing about the 2 Tomori falling in love and then the war starting between their people.
Why did I tell you this would be appropriate for tonight? So you're warming his hand, and you see this big. He's got like a big knot on his head. He got whacked pretty hard with something, and you busted him open. So you call upon the spirits. And your tattoo, whatever that might be, and you kind of, you feel some energy wash through your hands, and you touch his, and immediately it closes up, and he's kind of like muttering to himself. But as
I like to imagine for Arissa's tattoos, she has a string of harmony tattoos, kind of like a necklace around the front of her.
Totally badass. Okay, I like
and they like almost interlock together because that's her strongest rune. It's the one she believes in the most.
Heck yeah. So you touch his head, and it as you do that, the healing actually washes through his whole body. He wakes up. He was been muttering a little bit to himself the whole time. And he's like, oh shit.
Hi. Hi. There's yeah.
What are you doing here?
We came looking for you.
Oh no. I was following I was following my idiot cousin. And then Isra'la was with me, and those they found us.
And then those like were just looks at him.
Yeah.
Oh, where were you guys going?
He was taking one of the hunting shed.
Okay.
They were going to try to leave. He's such an idiot.
I am aware.
You were going to try and stop them?
Yeah, he can't. They were going to try to leave. They're not going to make it. Yes, I was.
It's very brave. It's winter.
Fadar's only good at one thing, and it's not surviving in the mountains.
No. Larissa's being honest. She's not being shady. No. She grew up next door to this idiot.
It seems like everyone knows it but him.
Sorry, I'm checking my things again. Is there a way to like tell if he's being honest?
Hold on a minute. Let me look at the skill list.
Yeah, because I have to keep checking it. I don't remember. Insight own species?
Insight own species, I would say, would be the one. Yeah.
I would like to modify this with loyalty to my clan.
Yeah, so roll that first.
All right, so that's 60. I got a 50, so we're good.
All right, so that's nice. Plus 20 to this insight skill.
Okay, and my insight is 65.
Also, check that loyalty. You get to see if that increases.
Fuck yeah, let me do that. Sorry, I'm like dealing with... I'm sure this looks fantastic on stream. My bizarre bullshit setup. Okay. Insight on species, so with the plus 20, that's 85. I rolled an 80, thank God.
Okay.
Do I still get to check that off or no?
Yes, you do.
Pass is a pass.
Pass is a pass.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, he seems like he's being honest.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she wasn't too sure about that because she's a little iffy, but she's like, okay.
What happened? Nope. Did they make some kind of offense?
Who are you asking?
Dareston.
They were going to leave the Vale and run away together.
How'd you get hurt?
Oh. They came on us. One of the warriors hit me with his spear.
What did they want?
They just came on us and attacked us, and they were talking, but it was early in the morning. It wasn't even light out yet, and all of a sudden they were just there, and I just thought we were being attacked, so I threw my spirit one, and then that's the last thing I remember. Because Rala, they must have taken her.
Did you see if any of the other 3 got hurt during the...
We weren't with them. We were trying to catch up to them.
So they took Ezrala.
They did.
Wow, so so he just said that they weren't together.
He wasn't with
the other 2.
He was with Ezrala.
The other 2. He was with Ezrala.
Yes.
But they weren't with Deladra and Fader, no.
So that
was Ezrala looking for Deladra, and then he went looking for Ezrala. Is what happened.
But like that means
actually other way around. He went looking for Fedor.
Yeah.
And she went to she went
find his dumbass. Yep.
Does that
mean
looking
after him?
Does that mean there were
a chain of dumbassery?
I get it. I see what Christian, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. But then like
fuck you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, but like I don't.
Amber always figures out my plot twists like beforehand, and it's so annoying.
Gotcha.
Anyway,
But no, what I'm saying is, so now then does that mean that there were 2 scuffles here? Because there were 4 sets of footprints.
They had all caught up with each other, and then they were jumped.
The four sets of footprints were Telmori because they were human and wolf that they came together with. They encountered Telmori.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they did not. Fedor and Deladra were not part of what you just found.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I thought there were 4 of our people's tracks and then 6 Telmori.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to understand.
Okay. You found 2. I'm sorry about that.
6 tracks total. 4 were Telmori. Gotcha.
Total. Correct. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. This makes more sense.
Yes.
I was like, these things are not adding up. All right. Okay. That makes sense.
Sorry about that.
I'm going to look to Syl. Do you think we should tell them we're coming so they're not surprised to parlay?
Yes, I can run ahead. It's the cave where you first met Pig's Teeth. That's the winter cave.
Let's just call.
When we get closer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean...
So Orissa she'll, wrap the cloaks around Darren. Are you here? Let me help you stand.
He can stand. He's a little shaky, but he can stand.
Does he look like
him. He's not. He seems to be better. His fingers and toes look better.
Does he look like he can walk on his own?
Yeah, he looks like he's all right.
Okay, she's gonna stick close to him in case he falls.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He's kind of like muttering to himself under his breath.
Can I?
Close enough. You can hear because you're close enough. Nobody else can. He's just like, I'm so useless. I can't believe this. Like kind of stuff like that.
I was going to say, this isn't uncommon, right? Deerston's been doing this for a while.
Deerston's been weird since the initiation.
I thought he was muttering to himself before, but no.
This is actually an improvement. He's improved a lot from how he was.
He's been slowly improving since then. Yeah. But yeah. But he's being kind of hard on himself.
If the rest of you want to see to Deerston and keep looking for Deladra and Fedor, Syl and I can handle this.
We know where they are, Rude. Didn't you just say that's what the other one said?
Oh, they did say they had multiple of ours, didn't they? Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. It was more than one. All right. She just wasn't taken here. They weren't all taken here. Okay. Yeah. Never mind. We're going. Yeah. Okay.
You guys take the lead.
All right.
Just let them know we're there.
Can Deerston, should he ride?
Jess's face.
Your elk is the pack mule for our rescue.
Deerston is okay, but like Deerston is like not a little tiny lightweight little creature. Deerston's
elk are huge, Jess.
He's no Descara. He's a medium-sized dude. He's not. I mean, he's bigger than Bryn, but he's not like.
So using Orissa as the median, she's 5'8".
She's a little bigger than you.
So he's like 5'10".
Oh, okay,
yeah.
all right.
And like heavier because you're like a twig. But.
Yeah, this is Orissa. I'm talking height here.
Yeah, I guess I'm a good person. I'll put Deerston on my elk.
Thank you, Bren.
Oh, all right. Well, it's for Orissa. I feel better about it.
Okay. So he's on the elk.
All right.
You head up.
We'll head on.
Heading up.
So I will lead the way.
Leading the way becomes day as you're going. You're getting close to the area.
Okay. When we start getting close, I'll look to So like, well, tell them we're coming, I guess, and I will howl to let them know, like, hey, we're coming. The whole pack to parlay.
Hello.
Okay, so
More than
you
one.
howl,
Yeah, so they will not be surprised that my whole pack is here.
and your
That's fine.
howl after a little bit is answered by another howl, and then there was another howl like further away, and a couple others even further away, and then you wait a little bit, and you see kind of emerging out of the woods around you, not too far away from you. Fortunately, it sees far. I'm sorry, it's not sees far. Walks in the dark and sees the wind. Yes.
Okay.
And she kind of walks right up to you, and she goes, looks at the rest of you. You bought them all, eh?
We travel as a pack.
I can respect that. What are these doing? He points to Dareston.
Being an idiot.
Yeah.
I hope it was a misunderstanding and that we can make reparations without violence.
Well, here's the thing.
What did they do?
Was Seaspaw and Snowpaw, and Blackfang and Midnight, they found him. These, and then the other ones at the cabin. And now they brought him back to Dake's Teeth. All proud of themselves, you know. So, I don't think you're not going to be able to not get him back. And I don't think between you and I, because I trust you, even though you have a stupid name, I don't think that Takes Teeth is particularly happy that they're there. But he also don't have no reason to go against what his warrior has done. So you got to give him a reason to get out of that without making him look bad in front of his warriors.
Fuck. Okay, I'll figure something out. Do you have any tips?
It's just like your chiefs when they fight over cattle and such, right? They just got to save face.
Okay, give me a minute.
Roo, you can't make him look like he's got the little dick.
Okay, why is this always happening around me? Okay. Rue will turn back to the others, catch them up, and be like, so, I don't think going in there guns blazing threatening is the way to get our people out alive.
Don't think we'd planned on that.
He looks at Bryn, a little suspect.
I was gonna say fight for them, but
Okay, I hadn't planned on that. And then she looks at Descara for backup because his girl's involved.
I was like, this car is more on my side. His girl's involved.
No, Descar.
I'm laughing at Sharky in chat.
Oh God. Fuck. I mean, we ransomed the Simbar. We ransomed the Simbari back to their people at the beginning of the summer.
We can't lose more food and cattle. You think there's something else they might want? I don't understand why they would have. Were they in Tomori territory? Like, why would they?
Kirsten threw a spear at one of them.
When they got attacked?
No, he got scared that they were there, and then he threw a spear at one of them, and then they retaliated. I don't know about the other group, but seriously, I'm not yelling at you. I understand it was scary. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying.
I guess that's fair, but Deerston's also still alive, and they didn't take him.
They might have thought he wasn't.
Why did they leave you?
You know what I mean? Like,
Don't know. Maybe they thought I was dead.
Arissa shrugs like this could genuinely be a possibility. As the medical professional, she's like,
It was whacked pretty hard. I mean, he was out.
yeah, you pretty much said like he only survived because snow didn't fall on his face.
I have to take this call real quick. Brainstorm for me, guys. I'll be back to listen to your plans.
Wait, no! I can't be left with team violence!
I mean, I'm not saying we like go in fighting. Like these people have been peaceful to us for the most part-ish. Last time we came here.
And I'd like it to remain that way.
I was saying we just, asked to fight for them, like one-on-one, and then...
Do Telmori do honor duels?
Don't know.
That's a real question.
We can ask.
That's actually a silk question.
People who can become immune to your weapons, so that's probably like... They don't have a lot of reason to be afraid of you.
I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't know if there was a that would be rude question. We could probably just shout that over to Walks in the Dark.
That's fair.
Sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
I mean we don't do that. I'm just saying that we don't need to do that now.
Yeah.
Unless you want to, Kent. Unless you want to ask Walks in the Dark, but
like you said, we don't have much to trade for.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, it's three of our people. And
yeah.
Excuse me.
I was going to say, we don't have much information now. And I doubt that if we go there, that they will keep us there. They might still keep the others there. But, I mean, we probably just go in and talk, find out what happened. See what they ask for.
That's true. I guess we don't really know what they want.
Yeah, brainstorm and counter demand from there. Maybe they need something. Maybe there's something they need. Maybe they are starving. Maybe they need food. Who knows? Maybe
chat is pretty lit right now.
Maybe
chat just wants violence.
Maybe we can take 3 and just leave 1.
What? No,
I'm just putting out options.
No, we have to take them all home.
I know.
I made some promises that I'd keep some people alive.
I did too, but the one I promised is here and fine and safe.
Well, there's 3 more that we have to bring here and keep fine and safe.
Yeah, yes, Arissa.
Do you want one of the weapons Thane's pissed off for the rest of his life?
No.
He's pretty grumpy as it is, honestly.
I mean, he's going to be pissed off anyway, but...
Yeah.
This is also technically...
honestly, it's kind of understandable why.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, but,
This is also technically my new job, protecting our people, like...
She's like, technically, I have to protect people.
Technically, this is your job now.
I would do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, of all the people here, unfortunately, it is your job. It's not Wolfman or Bear Guy. It's you.
No, I mean, sometimes people are idiots. So, like...
We have to protect the idiots too, Bryn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
you're idiots.
I say we just go in, ask what happened, ask what they want, ask if anything can be done. Because, like, what are they going to do with them anyways, right? Like...
Kill them.
Exactly. But, like, if that were true, they'd already be dead, right?
Sorry, Shark, you just said Rue can make them sandwiches.
Aw, we'll trade you for sandwiches. I mean, that might be a question for Stellan Walks in the Dark. Is like, what do they normally do when they?
What do they barter for?
Like, what do they normally do when they take captors? You know?
Do they normally take captors?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, they're just like every other tribe.
Oh, okay, so they're just like ransom.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do? Yeah.
So yeah, like cows and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what they normally do?
Or something of value to them.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So they do.
Yeah, because what's of value to us is going to be different to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. I say we just go in, see what they want. Why are you laughing? Oh, this is chat stuff.
Yeah, this is chat.
Sorry. Just this joke has been rolling all night.
Sharky took the 8-inch joke and is taking 8 inches and going the mile.
Just ran with 8 inches all night.
Oh, the 8-inch joke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see.
Well, since we're in the silence again, do we want to talk more about how hot Baldur's Gate characters? No.
What would Astarion do in this situation?
He'd kill everyone.
He'd fuck off.
Leave them to die.
Yeah, he'd just fuck off.
I was gonna say
He'd be like, "Well, stupid is as stupid does."
Yeah. That's why we don't romance Astarion. Listen.
Oh gosh.
I can say that. Amber can't hear me.
Oh gosh.
I feel bad for Jess because Jess actually doesn't play these games and just has to listen to us nerd out constantly.
Oh, I talk to her when we go to the gym about it. So
yeah, it's just a big cycle because like I'll message Kent and I'm like, "It's what I'm doing," because Kenton is like a little further in the game than I am. So it's like there's stuff I don't want to spoil for people who are behind me.
Which is why Kent talks to me about it.
Yeah.
Kent's like, "You're never going to play this game. Let me tell you everything about it."
That's
when
true
other
with
people
me.
talk about it, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I remember this story. Oh yeah, I remember this happens."
because my first playthrough, I did like everything except for like 3 things. So
I've now heard all of these things 4 times over.
Baldur's Gate 3, Duckwood.
Doc Boyd plays it big time. Oh yeah. Me, him, my boyfriend, and then another friend of ours are gonna try a 4-man playthrough at some point. Because I can't get enough of this game. Injected to my veins.
We're gonna kill everyone.
What has the think tank come up with for
We're gonna
real?
kill
Not
everyone.
much, homie.
Violence
Came
mostly.
up with violence
No.
is always an
It's
option.
war.
They took it
No.
all, Nancy.
Okay,
They took our people. It's war.
we're not
Death
going
to them all.
Brit,
You have to leave them and
Yeah.
abandon them.
The think tank came up with asking you to ask Sil, etc., what they usually do with prisoners and what do they barter for.
that's a great question. So,
Sil says they ransom people back just like everyone else, and
Food's
they
always good,
barter
right?
for what they're valued. Oh my God, Sunday Meat! Bridge the gap with the cave orgy. Sunday Meat's been on a cave orgy kick.
Eh.
as a whole. Yeah.
why is Gap censored for me?
That's weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's just you, buddy.
yeah, that's just you because it's fine for me.
Sunday Meat and Sharky have been going back and forth tonight. One of them, they either want violence or an orgy. And that's why they're 2 of our favorites.
16
we're gonna
sessions
do.
in, it's time to fuck.
We've
It's
been in a lot of
violent orgy.
caves. A violent orgy. Jeez.
Or an orgy of violence, one of the 2.
That sounds like an average Telmori night. I don't know what you're talking
It
about.
does. It does. No, they ransom people back to their people just like everyone else, and they trade for what's valuable to them.
What's valuable to them?
Yes.
Can we afford it?
Not cattle.
I don't know what's valuable to them.
You'll have to ask them and find out, right?
Cheese?
Rue, I will give you an insight roll if you want to take one.
Mm-hmm.
You can also might want to augment this with something maybe.
Don't need to.
worship-
Roll it 16.
Hell yeah. Sweet. Okay. So you actually did a pretty big favor for the chief, the leader of this here pack way back, didn't you?
You brought back the boy. Sort of.
Mm-hmm.
We have
Or
to leverage that.
Tap into the boy, yeah.
Okay. We can work with that. That's a great idea.
What was the name? Killed two bears?
Yep.
Yeah.
Killed two
Kill
bears.
two bears.
Yeah.
All we're asking is, as we have returned yours to you, we're just asking you to return ours to us, and we will be square.
And we will make it very publicly known to stay out of Telmori territory. Do not bother them.
Especially in the winter.
Yeah.
There's
And
nothing
in the
for you in the
dark.
woods right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. Okay, perfect. All right. That's the plan. Everybody be cool. Don't grab for your weapons unless you have to. Looking at Bryn and Descara mostly here.
On the upside, I don't think I brought my axe, so
You didn't bring your axe?
I think I just grabbed
you just
like
grabbed
my
your
bow
hunting-
pack. Yeah.
Descara's like, I plan to
was-
headbutt all obstacles into the
If I
dust
I
in my
always
way.
figured I always figured your axe was just part of it because you need an axe in the woods. It's more than just a weapon; it's a tool too. So
That is true, yeah.
Yeah.
I always pictured my axe as like a weapon axe, not a.
Mhm.
So I probably have like a
Hatchet,
small
yeah.
hatchet, like to go with my hunting gear, and my axe I generally use to slaughter chaoses elsewhere.
she's like, "This is my wood axe. This is my killing axe.
They're both for chopping.
They're both for chopping. It's just what I chop with them. This one chops 8 inches. All right, so all right,
There
so
it
you-
is. I was like, all right, there was a mention of wood. Where's the dick joke?
Yep. So you head back. Ashley walks in the dark
Yep.
and sees the winter just waiting for you.
Yep, we'll
so-
head forward. We're ready after our
So
little
they
huddle.
They lead you back into the woods, and as you go in, again, like you guys, non-Telmori, and Rue, I guess is a little weird for you too. Like wolves and wolf people kind of like show up out of the woods and escort you.
Like just ghosts just appearing
And like
silently.
a little bubble of ghosts of wolves. Just you didn't see them, you don't hear them, but they're there, and they just what the fuck is chat saying?
I'm glad, Kent, that I noticed at the same time.
Yes, I see it. Sunday meat, feeling inferior with my 4-inch axe. Listen, Sunday meat, it's not the size of the axe, it's how you swing it. So,
Also, I think that's like average. So you're good, homie.
4 inches? Yeah, that's right.
Statistically, right?
I think it's 5.
You know what?
honestly.
Now
Close. It's
I'm
close.
sorry.
It's just under 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Sarah.
I'll go on my ADHD tear later.
All right. Yeah, Rue is walking along significantly less nervous than he was the first time he walked this road.
So you follow
Bit
them,
more
and
comfortable.
it gets deeper into pine forest up here, high on the mountain, but beneath the tree line. And there's a big cave where you see a lot of wolves. Little wolf kids, little wolf puppies running
my
around
God.
together. They just run around
Puppies.
together like
Just
they're-
toddlers and puppies playing, like,
Yeah,
oh my
they're just-
god.
they're all
It's
together,
so
just like
cute.
they're all kiddos. They're women and like taking care of little babies and stuff like that. Strangely, you see like human women nursing like wolf pups.
Oh my god.
It's like reverse, and also like the Roman thing of like wolf moms nursing
Little baby
like,
just up
little
here in a
babies.
wolf belly,
Yeah,
like
yeah, exactly. And so you see, warriors. They mostly have stone weapons. You see a few bronze spears and stuff here and there, but mostly napstone on their arrowheads and their spearheads. And they're wearing more than they did in the summertime when you saw them. They're wearing like more furs and stuff like that, but not as much as you guys. And they're all extremely like you guys, like Orlanthi people like tattoos and look like for the most part, they look like coffee baristas. But like Telmori look like people who work in tattoo parlors. Like they're just like covered in their tattoos. They're not good tattoos because they're like stick and poke jobs that you've done on a fire because they don't have like, as good technology, but they have a lot of ass tattoos, a lot of them.
A lot of ass tattoos?
A lot of ass tattoos. Just someone who has
donkeys
just
as
major
far as the eye
asses.
can
Like,
see.
yeah. And and you're taking him through this group of people. All in all, if you want to try to keep a count, I'm trying to get Sarah under control here. If you try to like take a rough count of like adults and such here, honestly, probably maybe like 50 to 60 tops as far as adults go. It's not a lot of people.
What's our village like? About twice as many as that?
You're 450.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, at 450, bigger. Okay.
450. Yeah, is your clan. Yeah.
Okay. What's the wolf to 2-leg ratio ish?
About equal.
About equal. Okay.
So you think when I said 40 to 50, I meant adult like humans. So make that 120.
Okay.
Add in wolves.
And some of those are wolf brothers, and some of those are wolf like 2-leg Tomori.
Correct,
or I guess the wolf brothers are 2-leg Tomori or 4-leg Tomori. Yeah,
they're all Tomori. But I in my mind I was thinking like 56 like humans. But yeah, so double that for wolf brothers and sisters.
All right. I am
gonna into the cave, and there's most of them are a few of them are outside because it's been today is the day after a storm. It's a little warmer than it has been, but it's not like great. But they're outside, kind of like some of the kids are playing in the snow and stuff, and they're just doing stuff that you have to do that you can't do cooped up in a cave. But most of the elderly and people are in the cave, and there's some fires going in there. And as you walk in, you see kind of in the back, some warriors are guarding the entrance, and you see in the back, kind of like on a pile of furs, you see Deladra and Izrala and Fedor and warriors around them.
Do they look all right? Have they been seriously injured or just a little roughed up?
They look fine.
Okay.
Fedor looks pretty downcast.
It looks like Deerston fought harder than Fedor. Interesting.
Deladra, and you can't mess up his face.
Yeah.
He's like, my face. No, just take me.
Hit the woman, not my face.
Hit the face. Yeah, he just pushes the women in front and runs. Yeah. He probably did. As a matter of fact, yes, that's exactly what happened.
Deladra looks disgusted with him.
She does. She does, in fact. She keeps casting him dirty looks, and Izrala just looks angry to be there.
Does she look at Discara come to save her?
Yes, she's very happy when she sees Discara and starts to get up, but then like one of the wolf guys is just like gives her a look and she sits back down. Sitting closest to the fire, as you remember him, massive, really muscular, covered in scars. He actually has like whitish hair. Most of them have darker hair, but his is white. His takes teeth.
Ruel.
Not too far away from him is a very big female wolf. Sees far.
Okay.
You remember her from last time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he's actually like, he's got a bone, and it's like kind of like a rib bone from a deer, and he's just kind of like casually picking a tooth with the pointed end. He's broken it off, and he sucked the marrow out already, and there's like a pointy part. He's just kind of like casually like just.
We're gonna stop a respectful distance and lower his head a little, but he's not gonna drop his gaze. Respect, but not too much.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to say, takes teeth. I see some of ours have been bothering you.
A couple of them wandered in when they weren't wanted. One of them fought pretty hard. Hope he didn't. I see here he didn't die. Guess that's good.
We're hardy.
Yeah, well, Blackfang said he whacked him pretty hard. Thought he was dead.
Well, it seems this is mostly a misunderstanding. Our people are not so keen to distance and boundaries as yours, but I assure you they will learn from this experience. We would ask only that you return ours to us as we once returned yours to you.
He looks at you when you say that. And there's a little bit of a surprise in his face. And then he looks to the guys who are guarding the captives, and you recognize a couple of them now. You recognize, because you remember you met Blackfang in Midnight and Warkiller. They were part of the ones you met, younger warriors, initially, and they're kind of like looking pretty proud.
What's his face is nowhere to be seen, right?
No,
They got
not
him.
at all. Not at all. And kind of like licks his teeth. And his teeth are like pointy. Like your canines are a little pointier than the average person, but like Tig's teeth are like really pointy. I always think of like movie Sabretooth is who I think of, like in the X-Men movies for Tig's teeth. Yeah. So he's like, Rue, you did indeed bring back one of mine, didn't you?
I would do it again.
I believe he would. And he stands up, kind of throws the bone into the fire. His hand, he goes, listen to me, warriors. In light of the fact that the deer folk were so kind as to deliver back to me one of our own pups, my own dear son, I feel it is only right that I show how magnanimous I am, and we all are, and return one of theirs. Well, theirs to them.
I was like, one? Oh, no.
Yeah, we'll return theirs to them. Let it not be known that Takes Teeth is not generous. You return one to me, I return 3 to you.
I have faith in the continued cooperation of our people. And the respect. And I will kind of glare a little bit at the 3 over there, because we have crossed a boundary.
He can't, Fedor cannot meet your gaze. He's just like, the Lodgers is glaring at him. And, Ezreal is just like not even looking at you, honestly.
She's like,
No, she's looking at the scar.
She was hoping he'd fight for her. She's like, this is not going to be a big burly fight. The scar is not going to bear wrestle this giant wolf.
Which he wouldn't get his ass handed to him, probably, so it's a good thing.
He would still try.
The old college try.
It would be a noble loss. All right, let him go.
Wait for them to scamper over here.
They kind of let him up. The warriors look a little upset that they're not getting anything, but they are, honestly, they have to agree with it. It's an honorable thing to do, so they kind of have to.
They'll look like they're like, we should be getting something, but we'll also look like dicks if we say that right now. So,
right.
But we do think we should get something.
Also,
we just don't want to look like dicks.
It's still kind of like points that they scored against you guys. Like, we captured your people, but we're so great, we're just going to give them back to you.
You walked all the way up here to come and beseech us. Yeah.
Look what we can do. We're going to give him back. This is the warning not to fuck with us.
Yeah.
But we easily could have not.
Right.
Yeah.
So they kind of let them go. And right away, the Lodger just like runs over and stands like next to Bryn. And Ezreal just runs right up to you, Discar, and like jumps into your arms. And all the wolves are like, all the wolf warriors and stuff are kind of like,
Like this entire time, he's been like shifting back and forth nervously and
on edge, ready to go.
Yeah.
Seeing that, Takes Teeth kind of like laughs a little bit. Nice to see a happy reunion. And Fedor kind of like gets up and like slowly shuffles over, as if he almost would wish he would stay.
There's one more thing.
Yeah.
There have been Lunars in the Vale earlier in the season.
He bows.
We did not leave on good terms. They may be back. Your people should be wary.
Thank you.
All right. Give a nod, and if we're all cool, we're going to back away now.
I got one more thing too then.
He will pause.
You tell Gordangor up here is ours. And as long as you don't come up here, I'll make sure that mine don't come down there. For now.
I will.
All right, get out of here.
Who looks back and is just like looks at these fucking herds these kids toward the middle of the group. These kids. The fucking
They're all older than us.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
are actually. Imagine getting rescued like your little brother. That's basically what happened.
But let's just be. It's all the fuckboy's fault.
It really is.
It
Faith.
really
Yeah.
is.
Oh,
It like
yeah.
actually is.
I've been
Oh,
setting that
Arisa
up
can't
since
wait to
session
drag
1.
him home.
Yeah.
All right. And we will head out. Kind of Rue watches that.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Takes his time just sort of like picking up, kind of soak in every little detail he can see about the Tomori that they pass and how they live and stuff. He's
Sure.
still interested and curious about it.
Again, stone, like, mostly their technology consists of like Stone Age stuff, right? It's like they use a lot of stone. You see a few.
Because if
metal
they
weapons,
lose
but
it,
you don't
it's
see
not
a
going to
lot.
be a big hit when they turn
Right.
into
They can
wolves
make
and
another
rip
one.
out
They
of
can
all
make
their
another one.
belongings.
Exactly. As far as like their, they have like fur, like blankets and things that they use to keep warm, and same thing with cloaks and stuff for the wintertime. But they don't seem to need like the level of clothing that like the down like the Colomar or
There's not like
Hornings,
heavy
other Hornings.
adornments or
Correct.
lots of dyes
there's not dyes. There is some pretty good like beadwork in some of the stuff that they have, and they have a lot of natural stuff like stones and feathers and jewelry made of things like that. So like feathers in the hair or like things like that are seem to be pretty common adornments. Things that you can make naturally, or find naturally.
Yeah, he just is going to soak that in as he goes with his friends until they are coming back down the mountain.
They watch you all down. Walks in the dark and sees the wind pretty much escort you out and take you all the way out. And as you are walking out, like once you get out of like earshot of the main group, the warrior escort kind of like fades away. They're okay because he gave you the okay and the blessing. She's like, you did good. He was happy with that. He don't want no trouble. We don't want no trouble with you. And it sounds like you don't need no trouble with us with what you got coming.
Yeah. No, I assure you,
I'm sorry to hear
it's not
that.
just me that doesn't want trouble with you. Gordengar and the rest of the Kolimar. They don't want it either. Or I should say Black Stag. How the rest of the Haraborn. I don't really can't speak for all the Kolimar. Yeah, the Haraborn don't want trouble either.
Well, she looks at you again. She looks at the rest of you. She gets like really, really close to you, Rue. Like really close, like
He goes
uncomfortably
like
close.
a little bit cross-eyed watching her come in.
Yeah, that's exactly how close she gets. Then she like backs up, almost like and sniffs you and stuff too. Then she looks at Arissa. Same thing, like uncomfortably close to you. Sniffs you, looks at Discara, sniffs you, comes up to Bryn as close as you let her get. Like if you back up or you like push her away, she'll back up. But she gives you all like a real close once over. She comes back. Y'all are different than last time.
Oh, I don't understand this, do I? Oh wait, no, this is two-legger.
This is this is
Walks in the dark.
Walks in the dark.
Walks in the dark
Yeah.
is a two. Walks in the dark is a two-legger. Sees the wind is her wolf. Yes.
Yeah.
Walks in the dark. So if all Tamori are tattooed, walks in the dark is like extra tattooed.
Yo.
Yeah. And also her shadow, it's kind of flat light in the wintertime, but you remember this detail doesn't seem to move the way it should.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We are different.
Yeah, you got even more spirits around you now.
It's been an eventful season.
Sorry to hear that.
Some of it's been all right.
Yeah. I just hope it gets better.
So do I.
I'll see you soon, Rue.
Friday.
Yep, pretty much.
I love how he was like, up here's ours, down there's yours. If you stay there and we stay here, we won't have any problems. And I'm like, except in the middle where we all go running sometimes.
Yep. And she looks around the rest of you and bye. And then just turn and walk away.
Deep breath. Let out a deep breath.
Let's get everyone
I am freezing.
home.
I can't believe you almost got everybody killed. I'm just gonna say to fucking Fedor. Yeah.
Jesus.
Fedor.
Sorry.
What the fuck, man?
And then you didn't even fight, you idiot. Delage like slaps him. You know what he did? He just pushed me away and tried to run.
Wow. Everyone almost fucking died. Because you were trying to get to your fuck shack.
I'm trying to get out of the Vale, okay?
Why?
You're trying to leave the Vale?
Yeah.
You should have waited for spring.
You should have figured that out a
We
few
don't
weeks
have
ago
the
before the
time.
snow.
Who do you think is coming in the spring?
Yeah.
Why didn't you leave in the fall?
The Lunars are everywhere, Fedor. You're safer with us
Yeah,
than
but
on
they
your
wouldn't
own.
know.
It's true though.
So
Where
you're
were
just
you
They
gonna
don't
go?
care. They don't care who you are. If you're not one of them, they'll just take you.
I'm going to try to make it to Pavis.
Well, you're not going to make it now. The snow's as dangerous as the Lunars this season.
I told you, you idiot. Shut up, Delage. You wanted to go too.
Fuck, just prepare for spring when it melts. If you really want to fucking leave, everybody here, go then.
If you survive Karen Star.
If you survive Current Star.
Yeah, that's all you do.
He said,
Yeah.
You don't
Trudge
Sorry, I
down the
didn't
mountain.
tell you. I heard in the middle of the night this one running off. I'm glad you're alive. I thought you were dead. Well, I'm glad I'm alive too, says Darson.
Arisa says nothing, but she feels a bit of pride that she kept him from dying.
You're tougher than you look. Tell Dearston.
Poor Darson. Turned out to be an alright dude in the end.
Yeah.
You did
He's
so
had a hard year.
You did
He's had a
good.
very hard
He's
year.
not terrible, and he's had a hard year.
She did not push a woman at the werewolves and try to run away.
No, he tried to fight them.
He did.
Tried to save his brother.
Stupid, but brave.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which is acceptable.
Yeah.
So, you make it down the mountain. Where do you go first?
Fuck.
I mean, I'm taking Darson back to his mom.
Yeah, Arisa's like,
Yeah.
I'll bring Fedor home.
Not to the hall.
No. She's gonna let his parents deal with him because she likes his parents.
Oh. What about the Ladra?
I mean, she's a grown woman. She's back in the village. She can go where we're not going to bring her to her husband like a misbehaving child or anything. She can do what she wants.
Yeah, whatever she wants to do.
Yeah, Arisa can bring Fedor back like a misbehaving child.
He is a misbehaving child. She's a grown woman who can make her own choices.
He's like 2 years older than her.
Does go back to the hall. And there's some drama.
God, I have to go. I was going to try to escape the drama and like just follow Brandon. Then I realized I have to tell Gordengar what I said I would tell him. And I'm like, fuck.
You have to follow!
So here's, and what do you do this? I'm assuming this guy just goes with his Rala somewhere.
Yeah, so we're both
So you
back to
split
Red
up.
Rock.
Bryn, okay, we'll go in a circle. So I'll start with Arissa. Actually, we'll do Arissa last because that'll probably be the most fun. So we'll do Bryn first. So Bryn, you get Dareston back to Red Rock, which is actually, that's where Rala's from too. So probably you guys are going together.
Yeah.
So, His mom just hugs him, overjoyed to see him.
Yeah, he's okay.
What are
He
you
needs
doing?
some rest.
Where are you going? I'm running off in the middle of the night. What is wrong with you? And he's like, it was Fedor. He was running off with the Eladrin. I was trying to stop him, Mom. You know, Fedor, he can barely find his way out of the woods in the summertime. I know he's an idiot, that boy. He's only good at one thing. Is everyone all right? What happened to your head?
He did all right. You need to just
tell Maury
some rest.
got me and it was a thing, but I'm fine. Right, well, I got some warm soup cooking. Have some broth and some bread. And Bryn, do you want anything, Descara? You went through all this trouble. I feel I should at least feed you.
Sure.
All right, come on.
I'll take a bowl of soup.
Yeah, so you guys have a nice warm bowl of soup.
Soup.
You have nothing else, Descara? You're good.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Amber, Rue. All right, so you, once you get within, like,
Oh my god.
town things, yeah, Delage is just like, and goes back to the hall. And you follow along with Syl, unfortunately, because you have
I'm just
to go.
growing dread. Syl's like, I'm waiting outside. I don't have to be a part of this. I'm like, okay, fine.
She goes in, and I'm just going to say that Jorna and Renstar and Jorganath and her all go somewhere to have a chat. And Gordengar is
Lonson still here?
Yeah, Lonson's just standing guard. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Lonson's there. Just, just kind of like
Try not to look like she's...
It's not a formal thing. You just kind of hang out there because, honestly, it's a weird time. There's nothing else to do. So you hang out.
Yeah.
So
just hang out.
Trying to not look like she's trying to get into proximity with Jorna and not doing a very good job of it.
Jesus.
And Gordengar's there, kind of yelling at Teledon still.
Wow, he's just been yelling for like 6 hours.
He's like, they leave. And he turns to Celadon, who's like drinking.
Wait, what did Celadon? What story did you tell them?
You get these stories and you put the ideas in people's heads, and this is what happens. And he's like, "What do you want me to do? It's people like love stories. I can't just tell tragedies all the time. I can't just tell battles all the time. How boring that gets." Oh, Arcot was a troll, but he was a man. Everybody knows. People want to hear sex sells.
Wow.
It's like, what am I going to do with you? Rue.
We found them. All of them.
I see that. Good job.
Deerston's on his way back to his stead.
What happened? I know what happened from this end. What happened up there?
They were escaping to a shack in the mountains.
Oh, yeah, I know that shack.
Reminder of what my home used to be.
No, it's a hunting lodge.
They're headed to one of the mountain lodges, and Deerston was worried about his cousin, so he followed, and her Ezreal was worried about Deerston, so she followed.
Okay, that's honorable.
And they crossed paths with a few Telmori. That shack is a little high up on the mountain.
Yeah, that's why I don't go there anymore.
They were seen as intruding. There was a misunderstanding, and the pack brought them in. I went and I spoke with Take's Teeth, and he released them. With the understanding that the mountain is their side of the Vale. The valley is ours.
That's fair.
I
mean,
think
you
so.
got them back without costing us anything, and they're not hurt. So, good job. We'll honor that.
There's one other thing.
Yes?
Fedor was not looking just to escape to the shack for a few nights of companionship. He was looking to leave the Vale before spring.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not trying to.
Coward.
I'm not trying to pass judgment on Fedor or anything. I don't think he's the only one of that mind. I think people are afraid, and I don't think that that's wrong.
It's not.
It is frightening.
Well, what would I do, Rue?
No, we need to find some way to reassure them or show them that we're all in this together and we'll stand together and whatever comes, we'll face it together.
I'll think on that.
And I think acknowledging the danger would go a long way to keeping trust.
You're a lot like your mother.
I will take that as the highest compliment.
All right. Well, good job. Sorry to bother you.
Anytime. If it involves a hike up the mountain, I will be your go-to for that.
I'm glad to have you to be able to talk to them.
Number 1, Telmori Ambassador.
Kellan just takes a huge gulp of mead and just rips a huge burp. And Gordon guy's like,
he's like, why do I like you?
you need to eat.
Caledon, maybe a couple comedies in the future. Just comedy.
Life itself is a comedy sometimes.
People could use a laugh.
Hydrate.
Taki, hydrate. Ah!
I'll be back with my drink.
Think quenching thoughts.
Do you yeah, so he says, do you need anything to eat?
No, I'm gonna make something tonight. Thank you, though.
All right. Well, here if you need me.
Gonna make something
Don't
nice.
just sit up in that shack by yourself all the time.
I have company sometimes. He's gonna head back to make dinner for Bryn.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Oh,
babies.
all right. Very nice. Orissa,
Right over for dinner.
Yeah.
you take Fuckboy
Yeah.
back to Red Rock's Den.
He knocks on the door. No, White Park.
Yeah, White Rock, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find the guys' names now. I forgot them already. Excuse me. I'm burping like hell.
It is, I scrolled past it.
It was Merrin, I know was her name, and his name was like Osrin or something like that.
Osrindor and Merson.
Osrindor and Merson. Okay, so yeah. Opens the door and sees him, and he's like, well, little Fedor got you in a lot of trouble this time, didn't I? I always told you, boy. And Merson's like, is that him? He comes out, and he's like, whacks him with a wooden spoon. Merson's Italian. What are you thinking, you idiot? Whacks him with a wooden spoon. He's like, ow! Just get in here. Grabs him by the ear and just drags him in. This is, by the way, an adult man. He has been initiated.
Yeah.
But,
Orissa knows, but she also knows.
Well, what was he doing? What happened? I know what he was doing, but what happened? Where did you find him? Hopefully you didn't find him in the middle of something you can't unsee.
Nope, did not. He was headed up to one of the old hunting lodges.
Oh,
And-
that one, yep.
Yeah, and is he smiling when he says that?
Oh, that one. Why is half the village fucked in these lodges?
And
Oh, God.
went a little too far up out of our territory and was taken by some Telmari.
Jenny's alive still.
One of my closest friends was able to.
I know him.
He was able to barter with the Telmari leader for their safe return. As long as we, in return, do not cross the mountain line. That is their territory.
Well, my son's an idiot, and I'm sure it was a lot of trouble for all of you, but I thank you for getting him back. Hold on. And he goes in and he rummages around a little bit, and he takes out, he has a couple of wrapped things and wrapped in cloth. And he's like, this is for you. Not big things.
You don't need to.
Big. No, this is for you. Take it. This is for your friend. I know a lot of people aren't happy that he lives with us, but I'm very happy they got my son back. So please get it to him.
I will.
And for your other friends too. Here's for the big one.
Okay.
It's just like a bread. Like a nice
bread!
hard bread.
Oh, she'll gladly take bread.
Yeah, just a nice hard bread.
Thank you.
It's not much, but it's why Marin, she's a good baker, so I figured,
Marin's bread is never unwelcome. Trust me.
They're not.
This one's got some
cakes.
nuts in it. She's experimenting with that now for more flavor. So,
ooh, excellent.
Yeah, some walnuts and such. So I like it myself with a little butter. Yeah,
sounds good.
So enjoy.
Thank you. I will, and I'll bring these to all my friends.
Okay. Now, goes back in and you hear yelling as you walk away.
And she just heads off with a sack full of bread.
Nice.
Like Little Red Riding Hood off to deliver baked goods to Grandma.
Bread. And Bryn, how do you go about getting dinner? How do you go? Actually, Rue, how do you go about getting dinner to Bryn?
Rue is just going to show up at her place later and learn that he made dinner.
Is Arisa going to show up at Rue's house to find it empty?
No, I would say you get there with the bread before that.
Before he goes. Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Or after, and then you'll see Rue and Bryn having dinner.
What's more awkward for Arisa? Nah, it's fine.
Nice. So you have a nice dinner together.
Well, are you coming?
Yeah.
You ate soup. Yeah? Yeah?
Of course.
Okay.
Bryn will never turn down good food.
He's found the way to her heart is through her stomach.
Ooh.
He's seducing her with food.
Sharky and Chad just pointed out that it's good sandwich making bread.
It's a sourdough. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm imagining like a cross between a sourdough and a really good Irish soda bread, like nice and hard, like on the outside.
The crusty and it seals in the moisture.
I can go for some of that right now. Yeah.
Bread.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah, he invites you back to his place for dinner.
Thank you. I would love to come.
Tells you he knows a shack up in the woods. No, I'm sorry.
No.
No shacks.
No. Rue has more class than this.
Just kidding.
He makes dinner.
Aww.
And he is going to tell you that he's like, I made you something. It's just a little. It's nothing really.
You don't have to make me anything. You already do so much, Rue.
Well, I just I think about you a lot. And he's going to present you with it's like a hairpiece to it's got some dyed blue kind of leather thongs that you would braid into a braid, and it's got little dangle bits that have just little bits of brass and carved antler on them, like a combination of just metal and antler. And there's some blue jay feathers on it, and he says, I think it will look really nice with your red hair.
Thank you, Bryn. Thank you, Bryn. Thank you, Ruth.
Thank you, me.
Thank you, Ruth. This is very pretty. You made this?
Yeah.
It's perfect.
May I?
Yeah, of course, sure.
He's gonna take a few moments and carefully braid it into her hair for her.
Have you done hair before?
Yes.
Oh, okay, just checking.
Have you met my mother? Yes, I know how to braid.
Oh. Yeah,
No,
so
yep,
she'll sit and have her hair all braided. Oh, after
It'll be
a
like-
nice dinner.
Quail. Roasted
Ooh.
quail.
Fancy. Nice.
That's appropriate. You can still hunt them in the winter, so yes, absolutely, you can get them fresh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. They'll be active, I'm pretty sure. Rainy's not here to tell me. If I'm wrong, I'm sure he'll tell me. So
And he will, just have a nice dinner by the fire with Bryn while it's outside.
oh, we have to end there. That's perfect.
That's so cute.
We will end there.
Trying not to think about clans going to war. Hundreds of people dying.
Not tonight.
Also
That's nice.
cursing my life.
Nobody died today. Look, curse averted. It is false.
For now.
Nobody died today.
Yeah.
Curse averted for tonight, so we can enjoy this dinner.
That's right.
Also, we're not
And it's
together
not even
yet.
Friday, so you don't have to like run off and, yeah. You have a couple days even before you wolf out.
Perfect.
All right.
Aww.
We
Thank
will
you,
end there.
everyone.
Very nice.
For joining us on this week's episode of DMs After Dark. If you want to catch us when we go live, you can follow us here on Twitch. It's free. All you need is an account. That just lets you know whenever we go live, which is every other Friday at 7 p.m.-ish Eastern Standard Time. If you miss the live but you want to catch up with them, they are posted on our YouTube channel the Monday after they premiere here on Twitch. We are on all the social medias at DMs After Dark, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of that. You can also email us at dmsafterdark@gmail.com. Questions, comments, concerns, ideas to give Christian on how to torture us more, as some of you
need
have
some more of
apparently
those,
already
please.
done.
Yes. Please email some more of those to me.
What have they given you so far?
Oh, Amber, you didn't
So,
hear that
you
someone
didn't
in
hear this
chat
'cause you
gave
weren't here,
Christian ideas for my entire initiation?
Mm-hmm.
I love you, you diabolical bastard, whoever you are.
And they were good
Sharky?
ideas, too.
Was it Sharky?
No.
No, it was Cernibus.
Cernibus, that's right.
Yes.
Trying to remember. I knew it was one of our regulars.
It's true.
If you want to subscribe to our Twitch channel, you can. It is $4.99 a month. This helps us keep our podcast running because it is actually pretty expensive to keep it up on all the apps. Or if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe with Jeff Bezos' money and hit that little subscribe with Prime button. Helps us, gives you the good feelings inside, and takes $5 from Jeff Bezos' pocket.
Every subscribe is a penny from the hoard that you got away with taking from the dragon.
Yeah.
Give us that dragon
let's get all
gold.
around. We are also on all the podcast apps under DMs After Dark. That includes all of the audio recordings of our Twitch streams and all of our smaller side projects. Like Rainy's been doing a bunch of solo series. Kent and Jess have their duo series that premiered today, right?
This is our first actual play series. We did a character creation last. 2 weeks
Yes.
ago.
Yep. So it's
1,000-year-old vampire will come eventually. Maybe by October. Maybe in October. There'll be a release in October. I think I can manage that.
Cool.
Yeah.
that'd be
Spooky
perfect.
season.
So yeah, all sorts of good stuff to look forward to. It's all under DMs After Dark. Any podcast app, you'll see Detective 20, and that's how you'll know it's us. Thank you, everyone, again for listening, watching, hanging out with us. And until next time, don't go to the fuck shack in the woods, you idiots.
At least not in the winter.
Yeah,
Especially not in the
It's gonna be
winter.
cold. And 8 inches easily becomes 4 in the cold. So definitely
Go
not
to the
go
fuck
the
shack in
cold.
your neighbor's yard.
Correct.
What? You know what? We're ending there. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Good night, everyone.
Or for
Good
me,
night.
next, gossip about how hot the Baldur's Gate characters are.
Yeah, buddy.